Hello there, and welcome to A Hero Story, episode number 297. I'm back, and I'm wearing a tie, and
And
everyone
he's
else is so dressed up looking so good. Welcome.
mhm.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
Crazy. This is like an actual episode of the podcast for the first time. In a
Everybody
year.
on audio just gasped hearing JD's voice.
I know
Feels good. Welcome.
somewhere someone just crashed their car, of course.
My apologies on that. Make sure you call 911 and try to get a police report. And yeah, so
Yes. Yes, if you're crawling out of the wreckage right now, remember, call 911. Don't
pause the
But
forget
don't
that.
pause the
podcast.
episode.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
pause
pause
the
the
Oh, don't
episode.
pause the
episode.
Yeah.
episode.
We need the
If you
listeners.
could
Keep
still
going.
give a like and subscribe, that would be
Yeah, if you could,
absolutely
Then call
deluxe.
911.
if you could
Mhm.
leave a review from the ambulance, that'd be great.
Mhm. We're back. We're doing Timmy's Talk, which is something that we've done every single
We're not
January
doing
where
Timmy's
we,
Talk. We're doing the Timmy's
Timmy's Talk.
Awards. He keeps
Timmy's
saying it
Award.
wrong. I thought he would get it right this
yeah,
time.
Why do you,
yeah.
why do you
Welcome
think
to the third annual Timmy
Did you
Awards.
Timmy's
just see
Awards.
this movie, by the way, Harper? Did you just see
No,
it?
I saw it weeks ago. I was in it.
Nosferatu. Oh,
I
yes.
was
okay,
I
you were
was
in it.
Bill Skarsgård's prosthetic dick.
Oh, that
Fuck,
was
man, it's been a
you.
minute
Oh, because
since
you're
I've been on
short,
this podcast.
so it works.
I understand
Oh
that.
man.
But yeah,
Yeah, this is where we look
Timmy's
back on
Awards.
2024
yeah,
and
because
we
it's
go over certain aspects like best comic series, best comic TV show, etc., etc. And we each give our opinion on what we think the best thing was. We asked on Hero Story Instagram what you guys thought for each of the categories that we're going to go through, and then we'll
I
we'll
have no
mention
idea. I have
the
no
best
idea what
ones, I
the
guess.
votes ended up being. I'm so
Mhm.
curious.
the votes are
do, right,
very.
Tyler?
I can't wait to
Yeah,
get to
no, I
like
have
video
them.
game of the year and I'll be like Skyrim.
I forgot to put up video game of the year, so there's no
It
votes
was
on that. But
obviously Suicide Squad, right?
I do have. Yes, it was Suicide Squad
Probably.
just like overwhelmingly. Um,
Overall.
but yeah, I do have
Just
everything
barely
tallied
edged out
down.
Fortnite.
We have some news because we missed a few weeks, so we have some. I would say every end of the spectrum as far as DC movies news goes, right? So if we want to, since we haven't done an episode since it came out, we could talk about the Superman trailer a little bit. Um,
That was two
I
months
did.
ago.
That
Jeez.
felt like it was a year ago because I guess it technically was last year. But obviously I did a video on it, but I don't think the people know how you guys feel about it because we've talked
I
a
guess
lot
not, yeah.
about it. We have talked a
Mhm.
lot about it, but not on the podcast yet.
Even though it's been like a couple weeks since it came out, just yesterday, I think Harper was sending messages to us being like, still don't like the suit. It's like it's been a
He
few,
hates the
it's
Pretty
been a
much,
few
yeah.
weeks, but we're
every
still talking
day,
about it.
every single
Well,
day.
no, to be
man.
fair, I sent a picture of both Henry Cavill and David Corn sweating the suits, and I was like, both of these look like shit to me. Like, neither of them look
Which
good.
Henry Cavill suit was it? Was it the Man of Steel one or the Batman? Because they're different.
They
aren't
look
they?
pretty much the same, dude.
Oh, but you don't
Um,
understand. The Man of
yeah.
Steel one has a circular buckle, but the Batman v
It
Superman
does,
one has
yeah,
a
and
rectangular buckle.
This
square,
rectangle,
one,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
I like the
Um,
circle one.
Yeah, I love the trailer, man. I know, like, I've probably seen it. I've probably every single one of those 50 million views or whatever. I just love it. I know, like, obviously I'm gonna like it. Obviously, like, this movie is made for me, so it's impossible for me to be unbiased, at least 100% unbiased about it. But like, it just does
Weren't you
something
saying
to
the
me.
same thing when the BVS trailer came out?
No, no, it wasn't. Don't you dare. Don't you dare try to put me in a corner. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I
Oh,
wasn't.
okay.
I was like, why
Okay.
is Superman so growly? Why is he so angry? Calm down, have some lunch. But
You
I
were
love this trailer specifically. I was just like, it's again, I can't be unbiased about it. I really can't because I love James Gunn's movies. I love Superman. This is like everything that I want this movie. At least I think it will be everything I want it to be. But God, I've just watched it a million times at this point.
It's good. I really like it too. There are some concerns I have for the whole universe in general, but I think
Mhm.
this will be definitely a good movie. I'm nervous for the future of this universe, but I think Superman at least will be very good. And the trailer's very good. It gives off a really wholesome Superman feeling to it. And Crypto, I think that's just a good
You,
thing to put in the trailer. It gets
you think
people
Crypto
more
stole the
excited.
show? Yeah, I think people.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Absolutely, he did. It's
yeah,
different. I know Crypto's been around for 60 years or something, but it's still like it's different for seeing on the big screen here.
yeah.
Do you think he's going to do the thing in Titans where he catches the missile and then sh makes a guy
Blows up a
blow
guy.
up?
I hope so,
Yeah.
dude. I would walk out of the theater. I think I told you guys I had a dream once. It was probably after Black Adam came out that they had made the Henry Cavill Superman movie. And I was in the theater and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is the best Superman movie ever. And then at the end, he snaps a guy's neck. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. I came all this
Just a
way,
regular guy.
and he's a regular like a bank robber, and I was just like, what? Why would he do that? And then I woke up from the nightmare. But yeah, I hope Crypto kills a guy. If that's what you're asking, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, good podcast, guys.
This was gonna be
Harper, what do you
Harper.
think? You hate it?
This what are you guys?
Mm. What are we talking about?
Superman, buddy, Superman.
Yeah, look, I thought the first one, it was okay. I thought it was kind of average. The Batman team up one was, I don't know. I didn't really think it represented either character very well. I thought the first Justice League was bad, but then they did another Justice League, which was just kind of like the same Justice League, but everything was like
slower,
gray,
Masked by Gracie,
and there was a lot of justice. It was like the justice was gray or something. And I thought that one was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much my thought.
Yeah, I actually had pretty similar thoughts. Like, I was a big fan of the first one. I thought it was pretty groundbreaking. Like when he catches Lois and she goes, you got me, who's got you? I was like, well, that's great.
Oh, dude,
It was a helicopter.
Yeah. Then the second one, when they put Zod in that Listerine strip, I thought that was pretty cool too.
that was sick as fuck. Remember
the
that
second
part
or the third one where he
shoots him
falls
with a
off
gun?
the walls?
Where he was?
When
I love those movies.
Lois
I love
breaks
that.
Zod's wife's nose. Like that was fun.
Lois is so good where she's just like, listen, if you don't tell me you're Superman and you're actually Clark Kent, I'm gonna shoot you and kill you. Like right now. So like tell me if you're Superman. And he's like, Lois, I swear to God, I'm not Superman. And then she shoots him. If he was Clark Kent, she would have murdered him. And he's just like, yeah, well, obviously I'm Superman. The bullet bounced off.
Just a silly little crush, guys. It's just a silly little crush. It's
We've all been there.
They did lose me a little bit in the third and fourth one. I don't know. I just
You don't like when Superman got drunk and split into two personalities?
Yeah, no. So that's my hot take, right? That's my hot take.
Very
Here
hot.
we go.
Is that's the best hot toy Superman?
But the fifth one is the Avengers.
It's the Dark Superman in that movie. I think is the best Superman has ever looked.
We do know this though. That he thinks that Henry
We do know this
in the black suit is the best Superman ever.
No. That's not what I mean.
Are you talking about
you mean Superman 3?
I mean when he's grumpy in that movie and the suit. The suit's slightly darker and he's got the 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah,
Superman.
What about when Clark Kent chokes
That's
him
good
down,
stuff.
just chokes him to death? I love that part.
I like when he snaps that dude's neck. What's that guy's name?
That a lot too.
Zod.
Zob. Yeah. I like when he kills Zob.
Quest for Peace is like the weirdest name ever. That feels like a CNN headline, right? Like the Quest
Superman
for Peace,
4,
like,
The Quest for Peace. Yeah, I mean,
Quest
it
for
was.
Peace,
That's kind of what it was, though, right? It was like Christopher Reeves was just like, can we just make a movie about how nukes suck? And it's like,
well, I think Christopher
Reeves, we all know
if I'm
that.
not mistaken, he wanted to make a movie with Warner Brothers, and they said the only way we'll fund it is if you do Superman 4. And he's like, oh fuck, you got me there.
I don't do Superman 4.
Is it at least good?
No, we don't have to make.
Oh man.
Do I get a kick-ass suit when I'm darker? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm watching that with you guys. I haven't seen Quest for Peace since I was like 7 or something. I feel like
I don't know if I've ever seen
when you watched it in theaters. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Superman 4?
I don't think I've seen
That's
Superman
it. Fuck
3.
the podcast. We're doing a movie watch.
I also don't think I've seen Superman 3. Yeah. I do like Superman 2 a lot. I'm not thinking about the scene where Lois gets the idea to think that he's Superman because he falls into like a fire pit and doesn't get burned. And she's like, he trips and falls into fire and he's fine. And she's like, wait a minute.
That's weird. I'm going to shoot this guy.
Well, yeah, I'm going to shoot him. Yeah.
Superman trailer was
Superman
like,
trailer, yeah.
JD,
we have no idea what you think about this.
Here's the thing.
I haven't seen it.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I believed you were.
I've been seeing a lot of memes about it. Like when he's laying on the ground, it's like me as a sad boy. Like, yeah.
Me when Yum.
I think that's good stuff.
This is going to sound about as coherent as everything I say on this podcast.
So incoherent.
I think this
fully
movie
incoherent.
looks really good, but I think it looks bad.
Visually, yes. I mean, this is a big conversation.
Oh, is it the saturation thing?
It's not the saturation thing so much as it is like the weird focal length that they've gone for, where everything looks like it's shot on the like 0.5 setting of an iPhone.
It's a weird camera that they have for this movie. It's like I was watching a video on it. It's a lens that like it's got 4 or 5 different settings. It doesn't just zoom in and out. Yeah,
straight up. Exactly that.
It's kind of weird. It definitely has a weird, different look. It doesn't look like any other superhero movie necessarily. I think it looks cool. I mean, obviously, again, am I just biased and complaining or like and forcing myself to think it looks cool? I don't think so. I think I actually do like the way it looks.
I do too,
But I
yeah.
have no
It
idea.
was
But I just
It
like that
looks
it
very
feels.
CW to me. It
I
looked a
don't know.
lot. This is
oh
gonna sound.
I
the
think
It
it
teaser
looks
looks.
a
trailer for the
lot.
teaser trailer did for sure.
It looks a lot like the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover,
No.
especially when he's
They're
fighting
fighting in a
that big
rock
monster.
horde.
The big
When he's
monster, yeah,
fighting that big
totally.
monster,
Okay,
I
yeah. I
dead set
guess
thought
it's
of
the
the
way
anti
everything
monitor.
is exposed. Yeah, it's like all in the
Yeah, because
light.
it's
There's no
just the
shadow.
grayest, blandest looking. Like Hunter
Yeah.
was talking about the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man trailer and how like when he's swinging through, you can't fucking
I forgot
see
that came out.
any
Yeah.
civilians walking through the street. That is what that shot looks like, except they've put Godzilla in it, and he's just like
Yeah,
fighting
and he's
Godzilla.
God, that's
pretty
a
Okay.
good
fast.
point.
I do know what you mean. Yeah, it does look like a monster of the week. That's probably the point, obviously, is he's fighting a
Yeah.
monster of the week or whatever.
It'll probably be in a
Um,
montage or something.
yeah, or that's when
Oh,
the Justice League show up. JD's gone. Um,
my name is Barry.
um,
Wow.
but it
No,
is.
he was here for
I think it
5 minutes.
looks. I like the idea that this is so different. Like we have to put a stamp on it. It can't look like anything else. Like Superman has to be heightened and colorful and like poppy and whatnot. Like it has to look different. It can't look like the MCU. It can't be gray and drowned out. You have to do something different with it. And I can commend that. I do think it looks sort of weird,
Mm.
but I feel like for me, that could be the charm of it. It doesn't look real. And I think that is like the aspect of it where it's like, it looks comic booky. It looks silly. It looks goofy,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I saw someone make the point that James Gunn here is not making the clean cut Superman movie that is for everyone, that will please everyone, and everyone will go, oh, that's like like the clean best
Hmm.
Superman movie you can
Clean
make.
cut.
He's definitely making like I'm
The
gonna do
Snyder
the
cut.
I'm gonna do the weird one. He's gonna do a James Gunn one. Like it's gonna be a little
Yeah.
bit weird.
It
Like
has to be
Yeah.
weird.
Superman's gonna go to a party. He's gonna be dressed as Harvey Weinstein or something. Like they're gonna
Oh
do the
my
weird
god.
thing.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I think
You
And
know what I
they're
mean?
gonna do the scene that in Venom where it's just like cool costume and it's the real thing.
Hunter
it's
Murray 3
Japanese.
Revenge of the Sith.
The JD, what did you think of it?
Yes.
Uh, am I like outgrowing superhero movies? I watched it and I literally just thought nothing. I was like, wow, like I don't. Am I not interested anymore? Am I cooked? I haven't read
Oh
comics.
no.
I
I haven't
think
read
that's
comics in 6 months. Like I haven't watched the only superhero movie I watched this year. I think was Wolverine and Deadpool.
it's only one
Like,
really that
You even
matters.
Which
said
is
it
not
wrong
even what the
too.
movie's called, so that's
am I
good.
am I cooked?
I
Do I just
think,
not care anymore?
but I feel like this is a feeling that a lot of people have, right? Where it's like nothing
Superhero
is super
fatigue.
interesting. I think that is why this movie, this year, especially 2025, is like the year where either we all do well and these movies are good, or these movies suck and this whole experiment is done, right?
Yeah.
Superman has to be
Experiment.
good. The superhero
Fantastic
movies,
Four.
like they go the way of the Western. Superhero movies have to be good. And a lot of the times they were. And then now they just have gotten either mid or
Bad.
terrible, right? And Superman has to be good. All the pressure's on Superman. Fantastic Four has to be good. All the pressure's on that. I think Captain America and Thunderbolts looks gonna be whatever. I think Captain America especially is kind of cooked. I don't really know what that's gonna end up like, but I think Superman and Fantastic Four especially have to be not just
They
like
set the
good,
table. Yeah.
but they have to stand out. You know what I mean? And I think I
Mhm.
saw someone say this, and as corny as it is, Superman and Fantastic Four, if those are good, could give us like a silver age of comic book movies where we
The
care
resurgence,
again. Because like I think what those movies are gonna do, if they're good, is that they're gonna put like the awe and the wonder back into these things, where it's like, yeah, we're so used to seeing characters do all this shit. But like remember when you were a kid and you felt inspired by it and you were like, holy, like these guys are incredible. I love seeing this. You felt like the wonder of it all. I think that's what these specifically have to do. Yes, Mr. Harper.
I love that. Like we've been doing this podcast for how long? I still have to.
Yeah.
I like put my hand up.
Yeah.
It's like 200 episodes of this. Here's my thing. I think you could be absolutely right about Superman being great and Fantastic Four, which I think just will be great. Like
Mhm.
I'm willing to bet money
Sorry,
that
you
movie
mean
is
the
going to be an
Fantastic Four, the
absolute
first
banger.
steps.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
never mind. It's
here's
back.
my thing, and like for better or worse, whatever we think about the fact that if the audience has forgotten, Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom, and also
Trust me,
Chris
they haven't.
Evans is
You haven't read
returning.
the answers to those to the questions I put up.
Well,
They have
Chris
not
Evans
forgotten
is
that.
returning, right, for these Avengers movies. But besides the point, if Fantastic Four hits, then we've got those next two Avengers movies, which should potentially be the biggest things ever,
Be
right?
filmed this year, yeah.
Right. And but they do
Mhm.
come out after Fantastic Four. I'm not
Yeah,
crazy for thinking that,
and
yeah.
Spider-Man as well. Yeah,
No, they come out
So
next year as the Avengers, yeah.
if that hits,
after
that's
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
Yes.
Four, that's Avengers, that's Spider-Man, that's Avengers. If Superman hits, it's Clayface in 4 years, maybe. Like,
Yeah, that's
you know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
The momentum, I feel like
That's why I wonder.
I
Like, there must be.
commend James Gunn.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I was gonna say there must be stuff we just don't know about, but continue.
Must be,
Has to be.
yeah. Like I commend James Gunn for being like, let's do this movie first and get that right before we keep going. But like,
Mhm.
I feel like they're going to lose out on that momentum. If Fantastic Four is great and people are like, okay, and then Superman, and it's like, whoa,
And
there's general
yeah,
interest, and then Marvel's the only one to take that hype and be like, look, it's the Avengers again. You know what I mean?
because the
Like,
Fantastic Four
Mhm.
especially will be in Avengers. So if if
Yeah.
Fantastic Four works and everyone likes them, we see them again next year. Or
it
it is next
feels
year,
like
yeah,
it
in the
feels like
next year.
Superman will genuinely benefit Marvel more if it's good than it will DC.
Yeah.
And when it comes
Well,
to shows as well, right before Superman, we have Daredevil Born Again, and
Yeah,
Daredevil's trainer just confirmed on his
just said
Instagram
he's
that
in
he's
the
in
Avengers. Yeah, I love
Avengers.
which
that.
is
He's
crazy. I
just
don't
like,
know
whoa,
what he's
Charlie's
gonna
training
do
for
about
Avengers.
Doctor
It's like, would you
Doom,
shut
but
the fuck up? Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
I hope
so
he's not in
Daredevil's going to be
Avengers.
in the
I hope,
Avengers movie.
But I
I
mean,
hope,
is that not known? Like,
but I
It
mean,
was
I guess
I
expected.
know.
Yeah, it's expected.
maybe he's. I mean, what I really hope is that he just said, I'm filming a Marvel, I'm filming as Daredevil again. The guy thought it was Avengers and really he's going to be like in Spider-Man or something. I really
Which
Yeah,
don't
would
know
also
if
be
I
amazing.
want
I
him.
doubt it. I can see the conversation being like, yes, I'm
But
doing Avengers. The guy
how
being
are they
like,
going to,
what?
I guess that's not the question for us to figure out.
It's
But
like,
like
whoa, whoa.
street level Daredevil against Doctor, like how are they going to, whatever. Anyway,
It might even only be for a brief thit. Like, you
yeah,
know what I
sure.
mean? It
For
might
five
be
He's
like
not.
seconds.
He
Yeah.
might
one
not be
action scene.
fighting Doctor Doom, but he'll fight the
But to be
Doombots or
fair, they've
something.
shoehorned fucking Bucky into all of these movies, and I think he's useless at
Yeah.
everything. So, like,
It's true, but not the one maybe he should be in Cap 4. Um,
But like Daredevil is
let's,
probably more
oh,
skilled
he's
than
not
Black
in that.
Widow, right? And Black Widow's in all of them.
yeah, I guess
It's
maybe,
true.
yeah,
Or
at least,
Hawkeye. Yeah.
yeah,
Or Hawkeye
definitely
too, yeah.
Hawkeye.
Mm.
Um, do you want to? Okay, the really bad news, the one that I really did not want to be true, the one that you guys really knew
Oh,
was
this
gonna
is so.
happen, and I was just like,
I-
no, there's no way. The Batman got delayed again.
Yeah.
Got delayed
Oh,
another
yeah.
year. It's
Yeah.
2027 now, which it just turned 2025.
Okay, for real quick context, Harper and I were convinced that it was going to be 2027 for a while after they announced
Yes,
Clayface was coming out like
months.
a day before the
I feel like
Batman.
but you
So
said
we
it like a
were telling Tyler
long
that he
time. Yeah.
was delusional, but I said I bet it'll be May 2027. But it's a full year. It's
It's a
Another
full
October
year.
full
2027.
year.
Genuinely,
Yeah.
like, we just made the joke like the other day that, like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but you see the can you see my shadow at all? Fuck,
Not
it's
really,
not gonna
a
work.
little
But
bit.
like, genuinely, Matt Reeves is coming into my bedroom, like coming into my but like coming into my room, like the shadow of Nosferatu's hand and going, hey, we've delayed it another year. And like we have that knowledge and we have to pass it on
Even
to
in the
Tyler
voice.
and be
Yeah.
like,
No.
Tyler, it's
We've delayed the movie one more year. Yeah.
Has there ever been like a sequel like that is
2028.
that many years apart? Like not like a planned sequel that's that many years
Well,
apart? Like I
that's the
can't
Yeah,
think of
thing.
nothing.
That's the
planned is
issue. That's
important.
see. Okay, so James Gunn went on
Oh God, I hate
Threads.
what he said.
No, yeah, I hate it too. So they asked him like, isn't this a bit ridiculous? 5.5 years for a sequel, and he goes, well, movies sometimes sequels take a while, and sure, leave it at that. Sometimes sequels take a while, but the examples he used, Top Gun, Avatar,
He's like, oh, it was like
Alien,
31 years for Top
Terminator.
Gun. It's like
None of
Top
those
Am
were
I gonna
planned
wait?
though.
I don't want to wait 31 years for Batman 2. It's like,
Can you imagine Robert Pattinson at like 60 years old?
yeah, Batman 2, but it's like,
but it takes place a
why-
year after Batman 1.
Yeah.
But it's like Batman 2 was planned. It was announced a month after the first Batman movie came out. So it's like, this is not the same thing. And also, those are not Batman. If you want to make Batman movies, you have to build momentum off of the one that you have. And you can't say like, oh, you have to go into the franchise mode at some point. Like obviously when you rush someone to make something, you're not always going to get the best product out of it. But at some point you got to go, okay, we're making Batman movies. We got to make this fucking movie because people want to see a Batman movie. People
And
don't know
another
that they want to see Top Gun 2. People don't know that they want to see Avatar 2. But people know that they want to see the Batman Part 2 right now. People knew it the
yeah.
second they walked out
Mhm.
of that first movie. And I just think, especially the fact that they're still filming this year, unless that gets pushed too, that the fact that this movie comes out in October of 2027 is unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. Cancel it.
And
At this point, you
for
cancel it. Do you
his
cancel it?
examples, I want to bring up two of the examples.
Yeah.
Avatar, that is mostly a CGI heavy
Right. It
movie,
takes it
and
takes
even then
forever
it
to
was
make
very
it.
delayed.
It takes forever to make.
But
Yeah.
also, five of them have been filmed already.
Yeah,
You
they're like
just
Avatar
film them back
5
to back
right
to back.
now,
Like
and we've only seen 2. Yeah.
one of the kids in Avatar 2 is like 25 right now.
Yeah.
What
I
if
don't know if you guys mentioned this. I was out of it. I was watching cricket anyway. But like James Gunn's
cricket?
defense was like
Yeah, that's what we
James
just
Gunn's
said. Yeah.
defense was like, well, it took like 10 years to make Aliens. Yeah, but Aliens wasn't being actively made at the
We
time. You know what I
we
mean?
literally
Like,
just discussed
Literally
that.
oh, you
overshot
did.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's so
But
funny.
another
It's like
example,
all of his excuses were bad excuses, and I like James Gunn, but it's
Yeah, me
like,
Exactly
too.
what Hunter's saying.
come on, man.
It
yeah.
was a
Come on,
bad. Yeah, it
man.
was a
But
bad.
also one of his examples was Guardians 3. And it's like, okay,
Unbelievable.
that was in active
Yeah, but
development,
he was,
but
yeah,
he was
that's what it is.
fired
You got
and
fired,
COVID
dude.
happened.
And
But
there
even
was the
during that
Avengers
time,
movies.
we saw
Yeah.
Guardians and Avengers,
Mhm.
Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Love and Thunder, and
Yeah.
the holiday special
I
as
honestly
well.
don't
So we
even think
saw
this
them
hurts that
every
bad
year.
if he was in the Penguin.
Yeah.
We just be like,
And
oh, that's
so
something. Yeah.
should we have the discussion of like, because also Andy Muschietti said that the Batman he's making, Brave and the Bold, which apparently he's still making in the DCU, is pushed back, or at least James Gunn said it's not delayed. I guess it's not technically delayed because it doesn't have a date, but it's definitely not moving at the pace that they want it to be moving at. So I think that there must be something going on behind the scenes where someone high up wants Robert Pattinson to be the Batman for the DCU, and James Gunn and Matt Reeves are staunchly like, no, we're not going to do that. And I think that there's like their most popular character, the one that's always going to make them money, seems like he's in a tug of war of they don't know what to do with him, or they at least don't know what direction to move forward with him.
You know, it's interesting that you said you can't see like Daredevil being in the Avengers, but like Robert Pattinson's Batman is arguably less fantastical than Charlie
Yes.
Cox's Daredevil.
Yeah,
Like,
It's
yeah.
true, and I want to
It-
see him meet Superman
but
every
we all
moment of my
do.
day.
Like we all
Yeah.
do, I think.
Well,
Like I don't know
I
about
think-
JD.
but
JD, I feel like
still,
you're
like-
the one that might want a
I just want to
new.
watch Tyler suffer. So yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's okay with that. But even then, like when you're delaying this DCU Batman, but you're moving forward with Clayface, that's like if MCU did a Shocker movie with no Spider-Man in it, and
Yeah, and
Spider-Man
like
would come later down the line. But we're
that
gonna focus on
sounds like
Shocker
hyperbole,
first.
but you are correct. Like
And-
you
Yeah,
are
because
and
it's
the thing
not
is-
even Batman's big villains, it's Clayface.
Yeah, it's Clayface.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking Clayface. But
Listen,
it's like,
there was a long wait between Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049, so you gotta have patience, all right?
yes,
Yeah,
there was.
okay.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, no, but it's like if you want, right? Maybe put this new Batman in Clayface, right? We've also gotten reports that they're going to do a Teen Titans movie, and
Without Robin
so it's going to have
existing.
Robin in it. And apparently, leaks again. We don't know if to trust these or whatever. We don't even know if they're making this fucking movie. We don't know what they're doing at all. But this leaks say that it's going to be the cartoon version of the Teen Titans. So
Which is Dick
Cyborg,
Grayson.
Starfire, and it's Dick
Mm.
Grayson Robin. So if we do
Mhm.
Dick Grayson Robin, do we then again ignore the fact that Batman exists? So if we're gonna do DCU Batman, we're not gonna make his Batman movie. Do we put him in other things first? Could that make sense? I guess, right? If you want to build Batman backwards, how does he
Mhm.
look from the perspective of everyone else before we see him for real?
Mhm.
Maybe that's interesting, but at the same time, it's like this is not a problem you want to have.
Yeah.
Realistically, you just want to make a Batman movie, and then that's the Batman we have. And I
Mhm.
don't think it would be so weird if there weren't spin-offs for Robert Pattinson's Batman, because it's not that we have two different Batman movies, it's that we have two different Batman universes.
Gotham Cities, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like if we're gonna build out a universe of Robert Pattinson Batman characters, the Matt Reeves universe of the Batman epic crime saga, right?
Mhm.
Does that mean that we can't have a DCU version of Catwoman or the Riddler or any of these characters? Are they not going to be able to double dip? Because that's what MCU Spider-Man did, and I think a lot of us agree that maybe those movies at points were really good, but I would still love to see like Dr. Octopus normally, you know? And I
Yeah.
think that that's the issue that they're running into. And again, it's not a problem you want to have. It is so easy to just say Robert Pattinson is the Batman, but then maybe you lose Matt Reeves. And do you want to lose Matt Reeves? It's weird. It's
It
a
would be
weird
easier,
conversation,
yeah.
you
It's
know?
weird when we're doing these Batman projects without Batman, like Clayface and Teen Titans,
Yeah.
because then we have so many questions about who is this Batman. Like Titans, at least it's a bad show, but at least they did Bruce Wayne, even though it was the worst Bruce Wayne. But at least they acknowledge what their Batman
He
was.
existed, yeah.
Yeah, at least
You
they
know,
said, "Hey,
no,
this is
Hunter,
Bruce Wayne, and this is his relationship with Robin."
Yeah.
Like, even
Hunter,
though it was
I
the worst one.
genuinely, I don't know that that's a good. I think that show probably would have benefited without Bruce Wayne personally.
Maybe
Probably.
yeah.
I think you guys talked about this in the group chat the other day about like how it's wild that Marvel and Sony, two different studios, are somehow
Yes.
able to make it work better
Yes,
than
that's right.
Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers. Like it's
Yes.
Then they're folding under
You're a
zero
fucking
fucking pressure
idiot.
from themselves.
Yeah, and the issue is that this is all leftovers from the problems they had in the past. Like if they could have just made that goddamn Ben Affleck Batman movie, we would not have an issue where there's another Batman over there that everyone loves, you know? And I love Robert Pattinson's Batman. I think that he is the best Batman. And I would love to see him folded
I
in.
agree.
But it seems like they really don't want to do it. And I can respect Matt Reeves for that. I can respect that he wants to have his own vision for this thing. And I guess maybe the world is ruined if Superman's flying over every once in a while. I don't think so, because like Daredevil, for example, I don't think is ruined by the fact that the Avengers blew up the city last year. But because like that's always my example.
Last
People
year?
say in that show, it was
Oh,
like a
Yeah,
year
in that
ago.
show. Yeah, the incident. Yes.
Yeah, the incident, and it's like that's all.
But
That's but
the
here we go.
Avengers in New York and shit is a lot different to Superman.
Yes, I know,
It
and it is
feels
different,
different to
Superman.
Superman.
But I saw someone use this example. I thought this was genius. It's like, okay, if superheroes always existed, which they do in James Gunn's DCU and seemingly don't in Matt Reeves's Batman universe, how can those things mesh, right? Well, in the Penguin, they don't even mention Batman. So how about in Batman, they just never mentioned all the other crazy shit? It's like they just don't have to talk about it all
But
the time.
but then the entire discourse about whatever said thing is will be, why didn't they mention blah 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 blah?
Yes, but
you know what I mean?
who
If the Batman
cares,
2
dude?
comes
Like-
out,
We already went
Like,
through that
if-
with the MCU, where it was like in Iron Man 3, they kidnapped the president. Everyone's like, "Where's Captain America?"
yes, but to be fair, those arguments were very stupid. So
Yes, they were, and we got through it, didn't we?
But
Together.
but the Batman in the Penguin one was not stupid. That one made sense. Like
Did it?
Yeah,
Batman
they
showing up
should've-
to deal with like Captain
Oh, yeah,
America
Blew up a
showing
whole
up in Iron
goddamn
Man.
penguin.
Yes, it
Yeah,
did,
it wasn't just like in the shadows happening. Like there was an explosion in the city.
Yeah, I don't know. I think mostly I just want to see Robert, and again, maybe David Cornsweet's the worst Superman ever. I'm putting a lot of faith on this being a good Superman, but I really think I want to see them as the world's finest going forward, because we already have an attachment to them. We already have or at least to Rob, and I think it's really going to be difficult that this generation has latched on to Robert Pattinson as the Batman. To make another one, he's just going to seem like, do you want infighting in your own fandom?
A house divided
Yeah,
against
that's
itself
the
cannot
stuff
stand.
that blows my
Yeah.
mind.
Do you want half of your fandom going, Robert Pattinson's the best Batman, your Batman wears underwear on his outside, and the other one being like, your Batman sucks, he can't even fight Superman? It's like, do you really want that?
Yeah,
Don't you
no.
want?
And
Don't you want one Batman who's going to do it all?
I can't imagine there being like we're watching the Avengers in 2012, and then the next year we've got like a gritty, serious Iron Man starring Tom
Yeah.
Cruise, where he's all edgy and you
Yeah.
you can't have that conflict at the
But
same time.
the
It'd be like if we had
Avengers
Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland movies coming at the same
At
time.
the same time, yeah.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
do that.
I think they will figure this out.
Has there been an
DCU
example of that where they had two different
I don't
Grant
think- at
Gustin
least-
and Ezra Miller.
But
true.
not on movies though. I think people
No,
can
but
understand
Hunter
the
is
difference
right,
between
and-
TV and movies, but two separate movie universes. I thought was
But
too much.
in terms of what Hunter just said, he's fucking spot on because
Yeah.
people were always like, Grant Gustin is so much better than Ezra Miller during that,
Yeah.
which correct, but still,
But that
like
was
it
before
was
the
that
Ezra Miller
influence.
movie even came out. Like that was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
people are still arguing, being like, "Oh, but like, look how fast he is. He's the blue lightning. Blue lightning's faster than red lightning."
Yeah, the blue lightning means that they're actually way faster.
True,
Yeah.
true.
This is the thing. It's like you don't want the infighting. I'm sure they'll figure it out. DCU Batman technically first appeared just now in the newest episode of Creature Commandos, and we see him. And
Oh
he's
yeah, I
wearing,
saw that, the silhouette.
he's wearing blue. He's kind of stocky. He looks like he's got underwear on the outside. So he'll be the fantastical comic booky Batman. But I really just want them to figure it out, and I wish it could be Rob.
It all goes back to Green Lantern 2011 because if Green
Yeah,
Lantern 2011 was a
It all
success,
goes back
then
to
Man of Steel would have connected, and that would have been the start of the DC cinematic universe right then
I
and there.
forgot. Yeah, that was supposed to
It
start
all
it.
actually
All
goes
because they
back
decided
to
to do Hector fucking Hammond and fucking the Cloud Galactus or whatever the Cloud whatever.
Parallax. Yeah,
Parallax.
it's crazy. We
Instead
got
of just
two
doing
cloud.
Sinestro, goddamn
We
it.
got two cloud monster movies like in a very short
Hate it.
amount of time. Yeah, the delay sucks. I want to see Batman 2. Again, it's also like we're not gonna get as good as the Penguin was. I think it's like we all really like kind of ate it up because it was gonna hold us over until Batman Part 2. And now it's just like, and we're not even gonna get it anytime soon. You know?
Will Penguin get a season 2 or no?
Penguin, I think, will get a season 2, and that probably will
It's-
come out
That'll come
before
out before the
Batman
Batman.
2.
It's in
It's
talks.
the next
yeah.
week after the Batman. Yeah. Fucking stupid bullshit. Yeah. Anyway, we kind of mentioned Teen Titans, Batman delay. Okay. The other weird bit of DC news. This one's very expected, but still really fucking weird, man. Jason Momoa is gonna actually be Lobo.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be Lobo. Yeah,
He's gonna actually be Lobo.
confirmed now.
I didn't see that. That's fine.
Yeah, Jason
Yeah.
confirmed it. Yeah,
Jason Momoa is gonna be Lobo for real in Supergirl.
Yeah.
Which is good. Perfect casting,
It's
obviously.
perfect casting
Yeah.
because like Jason Momoa is insufferable and Lobo is like
Lobo is
the worst
insufferable.
character ever. Like it
Yes.
works perfectly.
Yeah. I think it's and people aren't going to be confused. I think that's a lot of people are like, oh, they're going to be confused because they're going to be like, isn't that Aquaman? I don't think anybody's going to be
He's not going to look
confused by
anything
No,
fucking
no.
like Aquaman.
it. Yeah. And I think that this is perfect casting. Again, it raises the question like in Peacemaker season 1, he's literally in it as Aquaman, and that's still, I guess, going to somehow be canon.
There's got to
That
be
whole-
there's got to be something in there. There's
That
gotta be
whole
something.
issue of the Justice League appearing in Peacemaker, James Gunn said will be addressed and resolved in season 2. So I guess we have to just wait and see what they say.
Do we trust that?
He could just say it was a concussion or something. I don't know, right? Like, oh, I just dreamed. You could do something as stupid as that. You just have to explain it. You can't ignore it. You could even say that the Flash happened and that sucked and it ruined everything or whatever.
The movie.
You know?
The Flash happened, the movie, it sucked.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
But he
imagine
did-
John Cena turns to the camera and just says that.
They did,
That's a
they
bad
did do
movie.
Flashpoint, right? And so you could, James Gunn said it was going to reset the universe. So I guess you could literally just say it did, right?
They
I know we
really,
had David
did
Corn say.
Flashpoint for like a can of soup in the grocery store, didn't they? God, that-
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
I think you mean
That was
for
real?
a bunch of spaghetti in a bowl that represents the multiverse. Yeah.
Ugh.
It's so weird how that movie never brought up Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Like I know we know it, but general audience don't know who killed his dad or his mom.
Yeah.
They killed Barry's dad.
Too.
Yeah.
Dude,
Was
oh
it
my
Dark
God.
Flash? Did Dark Flash do it?
Nice.
They never said
guys
it.
remember-
No, he didn't.
Remember when they were running slow circles around each other? Yeah, that was.
Yeah, how can I forget?
That's
Remember
awesome.
when his tooth falls out?
Oh, God, that movie sucks.
That movie's I genuinely I think that's the worst movie ever. I just because it's so ghoulish as
And
well.
you
It's
thought
so
it was going to be good. You
thought it
actually
was gonna
had
be good.
faith.
Yeah,
It's
no, I can't believe it.
unbelievable.
I remember we
And,
went on this podcast after, like, was it bad? And we all said it was bad. I'm like, oh, thank God, we all agree.
Yeah, yeah.
and it was like they put all of their faith in it, and it was probably the newest low. It was so bad. It was worse than Black
awful.
Yeah,
Panther.
no, that was one of those ones where like the review started coming out. People were like, this is pretty good. And I think we all saw it and went, is people's like taste in things just getting worse? Like, oh, this is good. I feel like the longer superhero movies have gone on, the less patient I've become with them. Where like a thing that might have been
Yeah.
like an 8 out of 10 5 years ago, I'm like, that's a fun.
But
That's
that's what's it called? That's like Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle's like a
yeah.
Blue Beetle's a 10 out of 10 movie in 2004. You know?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
God, yeah.
for me, that was James Gunn's Suicide Squad. People
Mhm.
loved it, and I was like, "This is just like what? This is like Guardians Light." It's
But
whatever.
it broke it too because Blue Beetle came out after Flash. Blue Beetle was good. Everyone says it's good, but no one watched
He's gonna
it.
show up again, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Tyler and I saw Blue Beetle, and we're like, this is actually a really good movie.
Still
And you
haven't
guys were
seen it.
just like,
Still haven't
cool,
seen
not gonna
Yeah,
watch
and it
it.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like nobody cares really, you know?
And even though I think it's a great movie, I'm not saying like, oh, you have to watch Blue Beetle. Like
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
a good superhero movie.
I even
That's
feel the
it.
same way about Creature Commandos right now. Like I'm watching it and I do enjoy it, but like I'm like, this is fine. Like I don't think it's that funny. The characters are fine. Like all the other stuff is
Mhm.
cool enough, but like I'm, it's all right. And I
Yeah,
feel like maybe a little bit ago I would have loved it, but maybe it probably is just like James Gunn is like, oh, he's just doing the same thing again, and he is
yeah.
just doing the same thing again.
Hmm.
But it's just fine, and I wish these things were like excellent again. This is why all my hope is in Superman. I just hope these movies got goddamn good again, man.
Hmm.
Anyway, last bit of news. That Spider-Man trailer, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Mm.
Animated Spider-Man show in the vein of your Ditkos and your Stan Lee comics, kind of. The art style is Leo Romero's, which I love. I love that guy. But they said it's
It's 3D, yeah.
very Ditko inspired. Like it's going to be like in the way that X-Men 97 was very inspired heavily by the comics. This will be very heavily inspired by the comics. That's what they always say. But I kind of believe him this time.
Like
I
how
think it looks cool.
he got the
I know you
Fantastic
hate
Four
it,
Future
but
Foundation suit by
he got
Norman Osborn.
yes, the
I think it looks
Oscorp suit. I
good.
think you mean,
Yeah, and
which is
it's
what it's
just the
called.
Fantastic Four suit.
Yeah, it's the
I
Future
think it looks a
Foundation
hell
costume.
of a lot better than What If.
Yeah, I mean everything does, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, I agree.
even not just the art style, but the art style, like the way it's animated, like it just
Mhm.
looks so much less jank. You know, in What If when a character goes from like this to like this, like immediately, and it's like, fuck, that looks bad. Like
Yeah,
this
I
actually
saw
has fluidity to it. I think it
Harper,
looks good.
you watched a decent amount of season 3 of What If, right?
Yeah, I watched a decent amount. I watched the first episode.
Oh, okay, never mind. I saw a clip of Kingo having a dance battle with Agatha, and I just
It
it
looks
was
like I watched that first episode. I went, well, this is going to be the worst thing in the world. And then all the subsequent episodes, I've just seen people go, oh, it's way worse. And I'm like, I'm
I
just
think.
good. I don't need
Do
to.
you
I
want
hear
to
it's the
talk about
worst
What If
season.
real quick, where we were just like, why are all the what ifs? What if one guy was a different guy? Like,
Yeah.
why
None
is
of it
that
is
not
what if
interesting?
something happened differently in a movie. It's just like, what if the Hulk was Godzilla and what if Captain America had a mech? And it's like, what is the what if in this
Yeah, what if?
scenario?
Because the whole point of What If in the comics, where it was like very specifically tied into the comics you already
Yes.
read. What
Yes.
if Aunt May died instead of Uncle Ben? What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? It's like they take moments from the comics and they just twist it. So you've read those
Yeah.
issues. Now here's what if it happened differently. But in this, it's like, what if Shang-Chi was in the Wild West? What does that have to do with anything?
Remember when we thought the stupidest concept in season one was like, what if Killmonger saved Tony Stark? And in retrospect, it's like, that's actually a very good
No,
idea
what
for
if
a what
Thor
if.
went to
Like,
Vegas or
Mhm.
whatever? Yeah.
but at least
Oh,
Thor, I believe Thor would go to Vegas. I don't believe that Darcy would fuck Howard the Duck and
What
have
is
Birdie,
that? What is that? What
a
if
human bird
Howard
hunter.
Duck? Like, what if Howard? Who? Just,
and especially
just
when
what?
everybody's just like, please do what if the other half was snapped?
Yes, the easiest
Everyone
what
wanted
if.
that. They're
Yeah.
just like, oh,
I
what
saw
if?
people like posting in horror. They're like, when you realize the writers of this season of What If are writing the next season of X-Men 97.
Yeah, I
Like
did hear
people
that,
like having a
man. Oh my god.
meltdown.
Yeah. I
It's
just
like, yeah,
And it
we,
was
we
just it was
could.
just the X-Men 97 poster, but Captain Carter was on the front and she was bald.
did Captain Carter? I listen. I know you apparently have not
Yes.
finished it either, but I just saw a picture.
Yes,
Did
she
she
does.
really kill the Kangs? I saw a picture of her on
Some
Kang's time chair.
on Kang's time chair. Yeah, I don't
That'd
know.
be insane, man. If off
Okay.
screen and what if they dealt with the Kang story? That's crazy, dude.
But it's like, yeah, we could do what if Ant-Man and the Wasp were in the Avengers, or
No,
we
fine,
could
yeah.
do, yeah, like
Like,
Shang-Chi,
there's
Wild West, or
there's
we
what?
could do what if Kahori?
There's two. Yeah,
Yeah,
what if we
yeah,
created a
what-
new character? Yeah.
What if we
What
just made shit up?
yeah.
That's
Like,
so good.
there were what? There were two really good episodes in season one. Maybe one. There was a Doctor Strange one.
There were
Obviously,
a
is the
couple
peak
ones,
of the
yeah.
entire show.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
I think I liked the one where Hank Pym killed everyone. I think I liked that one.
It was all right.
It was
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, yeah.
I personally really like the last two. I really like the
Oh, the
Hawkeye
Ultron,
and
the finale.
Infinity
dealing
Ultron
with
one.
Ultron and then
Yeah, that
like
one
the
was
team
cool.
up. Like I like those.
That was pretty
What
good,
if
yeah.
Zombies was horrible, but now they're doing a
What if
show.
Zombies sucked ass,
Now they're
bro?
doing
It's
a
terrible.
show.
Marvel
about it,
Zombies
yeah.
in general. Marvel Zombies has never been good. I will die on
Yeah.
that.
Correct.
hill
No,
forever.
he's right.
I think
You're right.
though that like
Man
they
is
have
spitting
to
facts.
I don't think that What If is a is a like concept they should abandon. I think we've talked about this. If they're gonna do more animated shows, they should just do what ifs as completely set. I think I think the thing
Should be
about
an
it is,
anthology series, not.
but the MCU was like an anchor around this thing's neck, where it's like, okay, we have to do what if Red Guardian at some point.
They should
But
do
like
like
they
what if
just
Thor the Dark World was a good movie or something.
yes, or Thor Love and Thunder, yeah. But
Yeah,
just
yeah.
do
They have
what
to make
ifs
Or any
more
just
original
Thor.
characters, though.
just do
so-
what ifs separate from the MCU, right? Just do what if anything. Like just then that was I don't know. Obviously, I mean, I think it's so ridiculous that the end credits are literally just what if Thanos was Wolverine?
Wolverine, yeah.
What?
They're just mashups too. They were.
What if Jubilee was the Silver Surfer? What if Kingo was Iron Man? What if Riri was the Punisher? What if I gave
But
a
I'm
fuck?
telling you,
Those
I
are just
I
like
said it in the
fusions,
chat.
though.
I
It's
will
so
watch
dumb,
Kingo
man.
Iron Man over fucking like duck sex. Like, you know what I mean? Like they had what if season
sex,
3
yeah.
is like the third tier of bad ideas? They had bad ideas that were
It's-
better than the bad ideas they made episodes
Yeah,
of.
man. I mean, what were a lot of those were like there's what if Samurai Ghost Rider is kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
And then
But
there's
also, those are all those characters
Yeah.
at the end are just like, oh, people are just like, why don't you do those instead? It's like those aren't what ifs though. They're just
what if
Infinity
Hawkeye
Wars.
was a dragon? There's one where it's just Hawkeye and he's a dragon.
That's right. And it's just
What if Star-Lord had the 10 rings?
Like,
Yeah,
what do you
there's
guys think the best what ifs are from the comics though? Like what are your? Because I feel like what if is one of those things that is so much better.
what if JD had a girlfriend?
Oh, yeah, what if he had a will to live? Yeah. But it's like, what if what are the best what ifs from the comic? I think my favorite one is Assassin Spider-Man. That one's cool.
What if I never gave Harper the fucking balls to ask out his girlfriend? Huh? Huh? He'd be fucking
Coaches
single
don't play,
too.
JD. You know this. Coaches don't
Just
play.
don't play.
I like what if Daredevil joined Shield.
That was cool.
Yeah, that
Jessica
was
Jones
good,
joined
yeah.
Shield is cool, yeah.
What if
I like
Stacey
what
lived?
if
I'm trying to think of
Assassin
some ones that I've
Spider-Man
actually
was cool.
read. Like wasn't there one like if Iron Man lost the Civil War?
There's what if Iron Man was Doctor Doom? Does that yeah, that's happening. Yeah. I
What if
think
Jane Foster was worthy?
Can I read through them? I'm gonna read through them.
Read
Let's
through
give
them,
like a quick
please.
yay or nay.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
give her
For,
boom
is
or
it season
doom.
three?
And this is like let's do them all, right?
Okay,
This
hold
is
on.
ju- just from memory.
That's a lot harder.
It's like 9 episodes in a season. Don't be a pussy about it.
There's
Right.
3 seasons.
This is taking more time to
Captain-
argue.
Captain Carter. It's
Doom. Or no,
T'Challa
Boom!
Star-Lord.
Yeah,
I like T'Challa Star-Lord. I thought it was
Boom.
alright. I like it.
Boom.
I don't get it. But yeah.
The one where what's his face kills everyone, Hank Pym.
Yeah, boom.
It's alright.
Boom. Boom.
Doctor Strange, woo!
Boom.
Zombies,
boom.
boo!
Boom.
Doom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Doom.
Doom, sorry. Killmonger rescued Tony Stark.
I swear that was so horrible, man. Just
I think
it's
Doom,
just
yeah,
like-
it was just
all over
boring.
my face.
That was the beginning of let's kill Tony Stark in every episode. Thor goes to Vegas. Yep, boom.
Horrible.
Doom.
Yeah.
Doom.
What if Ultron won? I think that episode's
Yeah,
6.
that's pretty good. Yeah.
8.9 on IMDb.
But see,
People
that's a
fucking
what if
love
though.
it.
What if Ultron won? Like
It is-
from the
it
Yeah,
movies,
that's a
you know?
real what if. Yeah.
And then what if the Watcher broke his oath where they team up? I like
It's
it.
pretty
a lot,
good. Yeah, I
personally.
liked
Yeah.
it.
Season 2, I don't even fuck it. Like I don't
I
remember
still
half of
have
these
never
already.
seen any of it.
I've seen all of it.
What
yeah.
if Nebula joined the Nova Corps? I thought it was
That was
fine.
boring.
It
That was
It was
boring.
fine.
I didn't like it.
Peter Quill attacked Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That one's kind of good.
That one's good. That's a really
that's
good
a
one.
good episode. Happy Hogan Saves Christmas. That was the
Doom,
worst
doom,
episode of
doom.
the show. That was
Is that
so
where Happy
bad.
turns into like a big purple monster? The
The
freak?
big purple monster.
The freak. Yeah, he becomes the freak.
What if Iron Man on Sakaar? I think that one's great. I like
That
it.
one is
That
good.
is
It's like-
total bias, but I
Mhm.
think it's great.
one
What
is
if
good,
Captain
yeah.
Carter? What if Captain Carter was the Winter Soldier? Boo. Sucked.
Yeah, but
Remember that? They blew
Wait,
up Steve Rogers.
Captain
Anyway.
Carter's the Winter Soldier?
yeah, it's like
No,
a
no,
mix
no.
between Winter Soldier and Black Widow, but Captain
Or is
Carter's
No,
not
Rogers
here.
the
Steve
Winter
Rogers
Soldier?
in the Hydra Stomper is the Winter Soldier.
That's
and then
kind
he
of
blows
fun.
himself up.
But at this point,
It's-
they love Captain Carter so much, just make a show about her.
For no reason, Tyler, for no reason, that what if is like half what if it was the Winter Soldier, and then the second half is what if it was the Black Widow movie and Black Widow's mum was here. And you're like, why is
Black Widow's mom.
mum here?
Yes,
Yeah.
Rachel Weisz.
What if Kahori reshaped the world?
Yeah, what if
Visually,
we
a very
made up
good
some
episode
bullshit?
makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
What if Hela found the 10 rings? Actually, a good episode.
Actually, that one's
You know what?
good.
I might have to
That
watch that
one's
one.
good.
That one was the only one that interests me.
It has a good fight.
What if Avengers assembled in 1602? I really like that episode. I really like that episode.
I didn't. It
You
didn't.
were
It felt.
iffy on. I remember at the time. I
Yeah.
really liked it. I thought it was super fun.
I was disappointed.
What if Strange Supreme turned evil, but then actually wasn't evil? It was
I
all
guess
right.
that's a boom. Yeah.
I barely remember it. Yeah.
That was the one where he was possessed by a bunch of demons, and then he
Right,
fought the
yeah.
demons at the end. But realistically, it's a Captain Carter episode where she snaps Thanos out of existence with the Infinity
Yeah.
Gauntlet.
Woke.
Season 3. What if the Hulk fought the Mech Avengers?
Yeah, like what was that about? What the
Wasn't
hell is
Moon Knight
that?
in
What is
that?
the what if? What is the what if?
What
And
if
who are the Mech
Agatha
Avengers,
went to
by the way?
Hollywood?
The what if is the Avengers in that are like Moon Knight and
Yeah, they
Monica
get Oscar
Rambeau.
Isaac back to say like 3 words.
So weird.
Yeah, the Agatha
Um,
one sounds terrible.
What if Agatha,
Agatha went to
Hollywood?
Hollywood. Red Guardian stopped the Winter Soldier. Howard the Duck got hitched. What if the
Very-
Emergence destroyed Earth? I saw people interested in that because it was like, what if Mysterio
Eternals.
was like an all-powerful
But
being
that
at
doesn't
the end
even
of
make
time
any
or something?
sense. It's like, okay, what if the world ended? I guess everyone would die. Like, you know, like okay.
That's a good
What
point.
if 1872, which is not the comic book 1872, which is a good
Oh,
comic book?
the Wild West
like-
one.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, the Secret Wars tie-in, right?
What if the Watcher disappeared? And then what if?
Is that really the last episode?
What if? What if?
Are you fucking kidding me? What if? What if?
Captain
6.6
Carter and her team.
Captain
Of
Team
course it's
A, the
Captain Carter.
watch. Okay.
Ridiculous.
Hate it. You know what I hate is that I don't mind Captain Carter, but like they've
Yeah, and
effectively
now she's,
ruined
she's
her
gonna
character.
be in Avengers now. So
Hey,
yeah,
Dad.
We already saw her got cut in half in fucking what was
there's
that
a
movie?
there's
Multiverse
like in the
Madness.
credits, there's like a Captain Carter that's Sabretooth. It's like what is like from the X-Men, you know, like
What if
But
Captain Carter was Wolverine's brother?
yeah, okay, yeah, what if, I guess, right? Anyway, Spider-Man, that show looks fun.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. I think it looks mid, but I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I think it looks
Timmies.
good, and I will watch it. However,
Timmies
I
will
wouldn't
think-
watch it if
I guess
I
we
wouldn't watch it
didn't
if
really
I
talk
was
about it
Stranger
real
Things.
quick. But real quick, my opinion on that is I think it looks like the Ultimate Spider-Man video game on GameCube, which was a good game.
which
But
was
for
the
20
best.
Loved
That
it,
game's
yeah.
was
still
really
better than
good.
Spider-Man 2, bro.
I agree.
But for a
them.
2025 new Spider-Man series made by Disney, I'm like, I don't know. This looks very early 2000s.
It looks like
stylistically.
the Spider-Man, the new animated series, which I loved. I love the MTV one.
I don't know. I don't like the look of it. So
I love that MTV Spider-Man show. It was supposed to be like sequel to the Raimi universe.
mhm.
Yes, that's right. The
Love
new
it.
Spider-Man, the new Adventures of Spider-Man, the new
No, that's the
Spider-Man.
Batman show. It's the new animated
Spider-Man.
series.
But with this
The
new
new
Spider-Man
animated
series
series.
coming out, it's only going to be 10 episodes, but Doctor Strange and Daredevil are confirmed to be in it, and Daredevil
Yes,
will be
that's
voiced
like
by Charlie Cox.
And
So
that
that's
is
That is
not
the
Frio as
reason
the
I'm
Kingpin.
watching.
And the
That's
Yeah,
the
that
reason I
too.
watched the trailer. That's the only reason I give a fuck. Like
But
I
I think
wouldn't
this
have an
is-
opinion otherwise.
I like the idea that we're just gonna get a Spider-Man cartoon that just is about, you know, it's like not bullshit. It's like I guess there's effort behind this. They've been working on it for a while. There was a booth at a New York Comic Con where they had a bunch of stuff. They had like a newspaper and whatnot. It looked cool. I think it looks cool. I'm excited.
yeah, I'll
for
check
the
it out for
cartoon.
sure. It's out end of the month, I believe. So
Yes.
okay,
God,
Timmy's
January
Awards. The
already.
reason we're here.
Yes, the
We're
Timmy's
Oh
Awards.
wow, I forgot all about them. Oh my
We're
god.
dressed
So-
up for this.
Might as well cancel them. See you next year.
We have how many categories here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We had the game
Seven?
one too.
7
Game?
categories and a game. We're gonna talk about video games, even though we're not gonna talk about it for very long.
Based,
Uh,
JD, fuck you.
After that joke,
So
yeah.
we're gonna start with the Timmys Award for the best comic of 2024. Do we want to talk
I'm
about what
gonna
the
give
people
it
said
to
first?
The Walking Dead Deluxe by Robert Kirkman.
We should talk about the people after.
Okay, so does everyone have an idea of what they're gonna say?
I know what I have.
I know what I have too. I think we're gonna say the same thing.
You guys are both gonna say Ultimate Spider-Man.
No,
Nope.
we're gonna both say the ultimate.
The Ultimates.
The Ultimates
Yes.
agreed.
I'm
100%.
very confident.
is-
What
And
if I-
to the surprise of
JD's
no one,
like never heard of it.
the what?
Ultimate by
The
Brian Michael
Ultimates-
Bendis. Big fan.
Is the best comic series of the year, and
Yes.
it's just it brings you back to like the Bendis and Hickman era of Avengers. It just feels like there's actual like threats happening and there's stakes
There's
happening, and
there's
there's a countdown that's scary.
yes, and this did win. The people voted Ultimates
Cool.
over Ultimate Spider-Man.
Good, as they
Third place
should.
was
Ultimate
Fantastic
Spider-Man
Four.
mid, boring as
Oh no,
fuck.
third place was absolute Wonder Woman. Fourth place, Fantastic Four.
Interesting.
I think the thing that I really love about Ultimates is that it does it. You say it takes you back to the Bendis and
Hickman.
Hickman era of Avengers, but for me, I feel like it takes me back to the Stan Lee, Jack Kirby era and Ditko era of just Marvel in general, where it feels like these stories are they're like saying something, where it's like
Mm.
we're getting on our sandbox and we're gonna use these characters, but we're gonna talk about the world around us. It's the world outside our window where this is the Marvel universe. So
Mhm.
it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be all fun, it's not gonna be all fair,
Mhm.
but this is the world we know, except this one has heroes that can save us. And I
Yeah.
think that's exciting, and I think that that's what's really cool about it is that Dennis Camp, seemingly they've just given him the green light to literally say whatever he wants,
Mhm.
and he's not shying away from it, and he's
Yeah.
saying real things with these characters. The issue with Doom, the issue 4, is just
Mm.
like
Mm.
an unbelievable masterpiece of an issue. I think if we had
That
a
might be the
single
issue of
issue
the
of the year,
year.
that would have probably
Yeah.
been my favorite one. I loved
Yeah.
issue 2 as well, the one where they where
Cap.
they raid the White House. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
With Captain
Midas.
America. Yeah.
Yes, with Captain America and Midas. But it's just excellent. It's just every issue is just unbelievable. All of the characters are interesting. All of the stories are good so far. There was a
Mhm.
new one today. I didn't read it yet. I cannot wait to read it. It's unbelievable. It's so good.
JD, if you could describe this series with like a four-letter word beginning in W and ending in oak, how would you describe this series?
Let's just say they'd go broke because it's
I think
Let me
it's
just say.
let me say
JD, I know you haven't read comics in a while, but if you were to return, it's such a
Ultimates
good
it's
book.
the best thing. Like
no, and
it's
I will return. Like obviously, I still have
He
Marvel
will. He would
Unlimited.
not like. Are you kidding me?
no, it's
Hawkeye's gonna
good
say my
though.
No.
pronouns are they, and JD's gonna light the book on fire, dude.
What?
It's good though, man. It's just
It
good.
is really
It's
good.
like
Wait, feed me more of the woke lines. What else do they say?
I think
um
that's kind of
feed me
it,
more
right?
of the
Yeah,
woke lines.
read me more of the.
I think
I
that's
do a
JD's
lot
about
of
gonna.
like the
it.
Red Hulk. Like I just get big.
I think JD you would enjoy. I think the characterizations are kind of the peak of it all. I think like
Hmm.
Tony, Steve, and Doom especially. Like this version of Reed, I think is such a fascinating character.
God, Reed is
I
so good in this. He's like the best
yeah,
Reed I've read.
yeah, and I think I mean we'll get into it more later, but some of these characters are just like
Even
Cap is
like
so good, man.
all the characters are characters we know, like Thor, but Thor's like he's a tortured victim here.
Yeah,
Like it's so
fucking the most
interesting.
He's been
evil.
tortured.
Yeah, he's been tortured
Yeah, he's been
for
tortured.
thousands of years. But I think like you haven't even have the most evil version of the Hulk I've ever seen, where he's just, what
Oh,
if the
dude, that
Hulk
guy
was a prick?
sucks.
What if the Hulk was even more of a prick?
Mm.
Yeah, I love it all. I really don't think that there's been a single miss. There's never been a part where I've gone, "Oh, I don't know about that." Like all of it, every
Yeah.
issue is just excellent.
The only one that you would go is like last month's issue where it was like the Ultimates, but if nothing was happening, it
I
was
like
okay.
those issues though. I like
It was
those.
I
it
like
was
when
good.
they
It was
calm
it was
down,
a,
yeah.
it was a yeah. I couldn't believe the reveal at the end. It blew my mind.
Yeah. Oh my
Obvious
God.
character that's
What?
not dead is not dead.
Yeah.
Who'd have
Also,
thought?
I don't know if you guys read the year in issue yet. The 1 year in.
No.
The
No,
one
that
with
was the
Nick
Nick Fury one I skimmed because it looked boring.
It was good.
Boo.
I liked it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I did Tyler. I had a you experience at Nosferatu, dude.
Oh, here we go.
I had three kids sitting in front of me. They're
You
driving me
have
fucking
okay. Wait, we're gonna speed by the fact that you have 3 kids.
yeah. So my three children were no, and there's kids in front of me at Nosferatu. I would guess like 15,
Tell me, what do you
16.
mean by kid? Oh, okay, 15, 16. Okay.
Yeah. And
So
one the
teenagers.
boy
What's it
who was
rated
clearly
in
trying to
Australia?
get the attention of the girl. I don't know if they were together or not, but he kept jumping in her chair and then he kept like rocking back and forth on the seat like this. And then at one point, so I don't
You just
know
gotta hit him
what
with
the
in the back of the head. Just
I don't know
quiet
what
down.
I don't know what someone said. It wasn't hearkened or it was a word like that, and he went hawk to
No,
like,
no,
and
no, no.
I
There's
was
there's
lose.
parts where there are parts where Nosferatu, where Orlok is saying
No, it was
some
Willem
shit,
Dafoe.
and
Willem
he go,
Dafoe
oh.
said something to
But there are parts where
Ellen.
Orlok does go.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, he does.
He
Yes,
does do
yes,
that.
but it was like it wasn't the sound. It was just someone said
Yeah.
an H word, and he turned and went hop, and I was losing my
Hawktail?
fucking mind, bro.
Yeah.
It peaked, like it got the worst in that third act, and I do wonder. I'm like, did the third act slow down because I was hyper focused on these fucking idiots in front of me?
Yeah, man,
Dude,
no, that happens.
it was such a trailer for watching movies at home. I was like, yeah, I
So
probably
many
would have given
times.
that movie a 9.
I told the Hunter this. I remember, bro, when I saw Gladiator 2, and there were just a line of dinguses in front of me, and I just wanted to do like that pendulum swing where you hit one and they start bopping like back and forth, and they never end. I just wanted to do that so bad.
There was the girl in the middle, and then girl on the far left. The girl on the far left got out like a block, like a Tetris type of game, and just started playing it for like
Oh my
20 minutes.
God.
Bro, it was
That's
bad. It was
awful.
bad.
Dude, there was a kid next to me. He was probably he looked at most 17 when I saw the movie, and he was asleep for a lot of it. But he wasn't like annoying, I guess, about it. He wasn't
Yeah.
snoring in my ear, but he was asleep, you know. But I had a good experience. I was fine.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
that
movie
was
theater.
my worst one. Why? You guys always talk about bad ones, and I'm like, I don't, but you
I
guys
told you guys
probably
that
see more
the
movies than
getting
some.
home was the really bad part of that, because I was walking. It was a 20-minute
Yeah.
walk to the bus stop from where I saw the movie, and so I walked all the way to the bus stop, realized I forgot my Betty Boop hat. My Betty Boop hat, prized possession. I love that hat. So I walked all the way back, missed the bus stop, missed the bus that I was gonna take, and then when I got to the bus stop, it was in Central Park. So I'm like, I really gotta pee, man. There's no bathrooms around here. I'm gonna hop into the park. I'm gonna piss in the park. So I hopped the fence and I ripped my pants open,
Yeah,
and
you did.
I skinned my leg as well. So now I'm bleeding from my leg, and my pants are ripped open, and I have to still take the bus home. It was horrible, and I
Did
still had to
naked Bill
pee.
Skarsgård suck the blood out of your chest or not?
You know, yeah, no, he did. He did.
Tyler, were
And
you
he had a
alone?
weird little mustache about it too.
Did you go with a friend
No,
or?
I was alone. I was by myself.
I loved when you sent that photo. You're like, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and you're
I'm
in
in
like the
Central
most
Park.
famous park
Yeah.
in the
It was
world.
dark, man.
Like,
It was kind of spooky though. Um,
I would call
anyway.
Central Park the middle of nowhere.
I
middle
know,
of
it was
nowhere.
fun.
It might be
It
the
just-
middle of everywhere. Like
It might, yeah, it's actually the middle of the city. Yeah, literally.
So funny.
Anyway, next category, Timmy's award. Oh, best comic book Ultimates. Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
voted
Yo,
Ultimates. Yeah.
JD, do you have a best comic book?
I mean, I only read up until June. I was really enjoying Green Lantern, but I didn't read any of the Ultimate stuff.
There were good votes for Green Lantern. Ultimate Spider-Man
gonna say,
obviously
like,
was a really good
I don't know
one.
what else I read. There was Doctor Strange. There was Iron Man. Obviously,
Ultimate
There's
Spider-Man, yeah.
Spider-Man's good.
Daredevil's pretty good.
I like Avengers.
Both Iron
Absolute
Men
DC.
are good.
Absolute Batman's
Well, I was liking
excellent.
Williamson's Superman too, but obviously I haven't kept up.
Superman's
That's so rude.
awesome. Superman's so awesome.
Yeah, Superman got a lot better. Oh,
Um,
I guess JD, I'm just gonna kind of give a little spoiler for Green
Wolverine
Lantern to maybe
Revenge.
motivate you.
Fantastic Four as well.
Kyle Rayner's a White Lantern again.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm glad he's happy about that.
All right, sorry, I got a text message as you said that. Huh?
Kyle Rayner's a White Lantern again.
What?
In Green Lantern. There we go.
All right, next category. This is gonna be the easiest one, easily. Best comic book movie. Come on.
Wolverine and Deadpool.
Deadpool.
yes.
Yeah, Wolverine
that
and
bothers
Deadpool.
me.
Yes.
What if the title was the other way around? That could be a good what if episode.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. What if it was?
Mhm.
Yeah. What if?
What if it was
Wolverine
called
got-
Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yes.
I'm personally going to give it to Craven.
You're gonna give it to Were you
Yeah,
guys
what else was
Craven
there?
Craven this year? There was
Raven,
Joker
Madame
2.
Web, and Venom
This
3, and Joker
year
2. Joker 2.
was
Oh.
it had to be the most dire year when it comes to comic book movies ever.
Mm.
When the best is Deadpool and Wolverine, which is
And it's like a 7.
yeah,
it's like a 7.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's
I-
there was
I love
Venom
how many
3.
times you've watched that movie, Tyler, where you're like 7, 8, 7 again.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a 7, it's a 7. Venom 3. There was a Hellboy movie this year. There was
Oh, yeah,
Craven.
there was.
There were 3 Spums. There was Madam Web.
If you
3
count,
Spums is so bad. That's the death of
That's crazy.
entertainment.
Yes, Joker 2, like we said, Joker
yeah.
Leia dude.
If you count Sonic 3, it would be Sonic 3 for me. But
Why
that's
would it
more
be
of
a-
video
that's
game
not-
Why would we
movie.
count that?
Yeah, it's a video game movie.
Oh,
I mean, there are people
okay.
asking if Transformers 1 counts. That
Actually.
does not count.
Yeah, no.
Still good though, but yeah.
It was good, yeah.
I guess Transformers
Transformers
1
one is
better
probably is.
than Deadpool and Wolverine.
Is it? I don't think it is.
No,
Maybe.
I like Deadpool Wolverine better.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
but
still
like
think Transformers 1 is good though.
Transformers one is like very. I think Hunter, you said this. It's very okay, and then the third act slaps so fucking hard.
It's so
yes.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. It's
But
really okay. And then
leading
you,
into
and
the
it's
third act, just
awesome.
like, yeah, this is
Yeah, this
good.
is fine. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it's fine. It's not bad.
Deadpool Wolverine. Yeah. The next one. This one's a bit more interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot more options here.
Best comic book TV show. So we had a couple this year.
We have a lot this year, actually. I was just thinking about this. We have a lot of
We have
competitions.
X-Men 97. We've got Agatha All Along. We've got The Penguin. We've got
what if?
We've got
Well,
What
yeah,
If.
we have What If, Invincible,
Batman,
The
Kid
Boys,
Crusader, Invincible, The Boys.
My Adventures with Superman.
My
It's
Adventures
not
with
the
Superman.
boys. The
Yes.
boys was fine.
So what do you guys think?
I'm gonna give mine to Iron Fist season 1.
Oh, yeah, really?
Good pick.
Was there an Iron Fist in What If? I think I heard about this. There was again, it's not Danny Rand. People think that there's gonna be this real Danny
maybe.
Rand
Yeah, I think
erasure
you're
going
right.
out over there. Maybe. I don't really care. I don't know if I really care. But anyway, I'm gonna say, and I know this is not what people voted for. I guess spoiler alert. I'm gonna say X-Men 97. For me, week to week watching it, it was just like seeing the things I love portrayed so perfectly, exactly the way I wanted to see it. Things that I never thought I would see put into animation. Loved it. I just loved every second of it. I think I've watched it like 3 times at this point. It is just awesome. I love it. I think it's like not just me being a nerd about it. I think it's like actually a good TV show.
It's actually like a really good show, yeah. Mine is also X-Men 97.
Loved
it.
it.
It was incredible. Like
was
every episode was so good.
I genuinely think it might be like I think it's my favorite. Oh, it's I was gonna say it's my favorite thing on Disney Plus. I think that's still Andor, but it's up there.
Oh,
it's genuinely
dude,
up
Andor,
there.
Andor is the dude. I'm 2 episodes away from the finale. That is the best Star Wars. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I think it's up there. At least it might be the best. It's definitely the best Marvel Disney Plus thing. It might be the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to give it to The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, a show we forgot came out this year.
Yeah, I did forget. That was a really good one too.
That was good. Say,
Penguin's probably better.
I think it's for me. X-Men might be the best Marvel thing since Disney bought them. I know that's like that's huge to say, but best Marvel like TV or thing. But like,
I love that you said that because the last thing I saw about X-Men 97 was people on Reddit saying, it was kind of boring.
No, it was awesome. It was awesome. Maybe it's just like after not seeing the X-Men in any position of prominence for so long, like acting like they don't exist, for their show to come back and for it to be as good as it is, and for everyone to go, Marvel, what were you thinking? Not like running with these guys. Obviously, we all love them. They are your peak as far as quality. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I every time I think of it, I think of the fight scene with Wolverine and Nightcrawler teaming up.
So sick, man.
The camera pans into the Nightcrawler when he teleports, and you see what he sees when he. Oh my god, this is so good. But yeah, my second pick would have been the Penguin. But Harper just mentioned Walking Dead Ones That Live. I'm like, oh, is that better?
The Penguin won. Penguin got the most votes. Not surprising, I don't think.
Surprised.
I have an issue with the Penguin. It's not in the same. It's not the same thing as X-Men 97, obviously. And so it doesn't.
Because when I think of the Penguin, I also think when he teams up with Wolverine and
when he teams up with Wolverine and fights all those robots, yeah. But I think like it's a crime show. It's a crime, gangster drama, and it's very good at what it does. It just doesn't feel like it has anything to do with any comic book I've ever read, and so. Maybe that's not I don't get to decide if it's a comic book show or not. It is because it's based on comic book characters, but it just doesn't feel like one to me. So I thought it was excellent, but I just wouldn't put it in the same kind of league,
Okay, Tyler's X-Men, I'm X-Men. Harper, what are you?
I'm just gonna
give it to What If.
I'm just gonna give it to The Walking Dead. I look. I reckon if you put a gun to my head, or not even put a gun to my head, or just asked me like a normal human, what's better, Walking Dead or Penguin? I'd probably tell you Penguin. But I'm going to give it to The Walking Dead.
Okay. Yeah. And JD?
Didn't watch any of them.
Okay. There was a
JD,
lot of,
if you had to pick between Arrow Season 1, The Walking Dead Season 3, or Legends of Tomorrow Season 1,
Oh, Legends of Tomorrow, no doubt.
Cool.
When
All right.
when
That's
Gorilla
JD's pick.
when
Legends of Tomorrow season 1.
when Gorilla Grodd came in the dorm room and said Barack Obama, I was like,
Barack Obama.
peak. Absolute cinema.
What do
There
you
was
what?
a lot of there was a few. We've got Superman and Lois as well. There was a few
Oh,
Superman and
shit.
Lois. There was a
Oh
few
my
My
God.
Adventures with Superman.
Catwoman season 2.
You guys are Tyler,
Yes.
gonna think this is the most Harper fucking thing ever. I saw a
Here we
post
go.
that said Superman and Lois showrunner talks about, and it said in quotes, fate, FATE joke, and what it all means. And I read it as fart joke, and I Googled Superman and Lois fart joke to be like, what is this? What is this show stooped to? And then no, there was nothing.
He
real
Googled
quick.
that on the school computer that he works at.
Yeah, I was like, Superman and Lois fart joke. Yeah.
Or that he left
Should
with that
we-
computer still on and someone else came.
Should we really quick talk about that Harley Quinn fart comic?
No, I'm okay, actually.
Yeah, no,
I'm
this is
okay.
I'm telling you, it's the ultimate argument for DC versus Marvel. Oh, Marvel doesn't have Crisis on Infinite Earths or Watchmen. Harley Quinn scratch and sniff fart comic.
Harley Quinn's Legends. Have you heard about this, JD? They're making it. This is a
That's
real
not
thing
fun.
they're doing. This is a real
This is a
comic
real
book.
thing.
This is a real
Yeah, it
comic book
comes out
coming
in
out this
April.
year.
This is
Harley
you,
Quinn-
history of the Harley Quinn. This is you, buddy.
It's a Harley Quinn fart adventure. It's an issue or something about how Harley Quinn farts a lot, and it's gonna be scratching.
It's a scratch and sniff.
Mhm.
And listen, if it wasn't scratch and sniff, I would definitely question why are you doing this. But the fact that it's scratch and sniff, honestly, it's just like, you know what, you went all the way, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a good boy. You committed.
Yeah.
The worst you could possibly commit, you committed.
And but
And Tyler's
now,
gonna
like,
buy it too in person.
because I just wonder
Yeah.
how, like, if you scratch and sniff, like, if the book is on shelves and somebody picks up the book and just goes, I want to smell this fart, like, and the next guy buys that issue, does he not get the fart?
It's
know?
true.
You
Tyler's
imagine
the kind of-
you have the urge to buy it. You get all the way home and you're like, what the?
Exactly. Somebody already.
Oh my
sniffed
God,
his
it's been pre-sniffed.
farts.
Ugh.
Exactly.
I imagine that Harper that week will be on readcomicsonline.2 and he's just like,
Yeah, just
Yeah, exactly. Why can't I read these last pages? They're stuck together. Anyway,
Do you guys all
Um,
plan on
um,
getting this graded without scratching?
Tyler's the kind of guy to
without
like.
scratches, yes. The grading, yeah, with scratches, without scratches.
Yeah, I was gonna
farts
say
intact.
Tyler's the kind of guy to be upset that like someone has it in a CGC because you can't experience it.
You can't even
properly if
smell the
if it's
farts.
framed. Yeah.
It's stupid, man. This is
Yeah.
You're 100% correct about that, man. That is
I miss
the ultimate
Dan
argument.
DiDio.
That would have never flown.
he was a
over
hero.
my
I
head.
just couldn't see
Or
it.
else we treated
Yeah.
him too harshly.
Fuck
This
Wally
is Jim
West,
Lee,
bro.
man.
At least we
This
didn't
is
have
Jim
the
Lee.
fucking fart comic.
Base.
This is Jim Lee. Yeah, Jim Lee's like, can we, listen, I'm doing Hush too. Can we also get a fart comic out there?
He says
Listen,
it really quiet at the board
yeah.
meeting. Yeah. Let's
Hatoosh
reboot the
kinda
Justice League.
Sounds like a fart. So can we get it? Can we get
Yeah.
a fart
Made a
comic
Hush
out there?
too.
They're doing. You never heard
Hush
about
too,
this?
I haven't touched a comic in 6 months.
They're doing
Yeah,
Hush.
Hush
I'm not,
too
even,
comes
I'm
out.
not even currently logged into History to Flash on Instagram. Like
Yeah.
I accidentally logged out of it and I have not logged back in. And like
Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee present an all new epic bat. Yeah, Hush too.
Yeah, Jim Lee is the artist for every page.
JD,
wait.
you're not going to believe this either. It's
Wait, I wonder-
also a scratch and sniff.
Yes.
No.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Ooh, bandage
Harley.
smell.
Here it is. I found it. Harley Quinn Fartacular, silent but deadly. I don't even want to read this. It's-
You would have to, man. Just show the cover and put it away.
okay, yeah, there you go. Fart comic. All right.
Anyway, our comic of the year 2025 is going to Harley Quinn Fartacular.
Best movie of the year is our
I
next
just
category.
can't believe it says full of real farts you can smell with your nose.
It's just like that the Batman Damn thing.
Oh, well, no, they're not going to get rid of the farts, right? Because then what would be the point?
Okay, here. What if this happens? It comes out next day. Check the news. 7 dead.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like asbestos or something.
Honestly,
Like a few months from now, there's gonna be eBay like still sealed copy of Harley Quinn.
Yeah, silent but deadly.
like sniff
That's
guaranteed
hilarious.
or smell guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Okay, yeah. Anyway,
Okay, this is our best
Hey,
movie of the year. It doesn't
best
matter if it's
favorite
comic or not.
non-comic movie slash TV show. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one all over the place as far as responses go, but there is a clear winner. Um, for me, best comic book, best
Best movie.
non-comic movie was Dune 2. Obviously, I fucking
Very
love that
good.
movie.
Very, very good.
Excellent.
I'm gonna watch Dune and Dune 2 this week, believe it or not.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
very, very
Finally,
good.
yeah.
Harper, you are gonna like Dune 2, and then you're gonna watch Dune, or sorry, you're gonna like Dune 1, then you're gonna watch Dune 2, and Dune 1's gonna suck in comparison.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
I
you're
do.
gonna go.
I
I
have
think
that
you're gonna go
feeling.
Dune 1. That's kind of a weird movie, and then when Dune 2, when you watch it, you're gonna go, okay, it kind of makes sense now.
I'd say I'm not worried about the weird because there were so many parts in Nosferatu where I could sense the audience around me being like, "This is awful." Like a general audience for Nosferatu thinks that movie sucks, and every weird thing that was happening, I was like, "This is so good."
Oh yeah, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No, but like
I'm
Tyler,
just saying, like,
like
Dune 2 is beyond better
Vicky
a
than
normal
Dune
turned to me
1.
at one
person, you mean?
point and was like, you know, when people go like breathe out their nose when they don't like a movie, she was saying she could hear that around the cinema, just people being like
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
movie, like every time. But I was like, every
That's
weird thing in that
that's
movie, I
all
was
the
like,
movies
fuck
he
yeah, this
makes
is
though.
so
Like
sick.
in the Northman, when like his mom starts making out with him, and I'm just like, oh
Hell yeah,
no.
dude.
I'm sitting next to like people, and I don't want to be next to anybody watching. This is weird. That's I mean that's all of the Lighthouse, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
I love it.
I
I saw
said
The
to her, I
Lighthouse
was like,
twice
this
in theaters.
like
yeah,
Nosferatu is so much more accessible than The
Hmm.
Lighthouse as a
yeah.
as a piece of media. Like,
Um, but yeah, my favorite was Dune. Up there for me was Challengers. I love that movie. Loved Nora. I saw The Brutalist this week. Very long movie, very good movie. Yeah, but I think this year was excellent for movies. Or sorry,
It
last
was,
year
yeah.
was excellent for movies.
It was. Yeah, for sure. My favorite was Nosferatu. I really liked I like Eggers in general, but I thought this was one of his, like, I think all four of his movies are really good.
Yeah,
This was amazing. I loved every part of it. My
I say,
second
I
is
think,
Wild Robot.
good movie.
yeah, the Wild
Excellent
Robot looks
movie.
fucking good. I do want
Oh
to
my
watch that.
God. It's
I
Yeah,
think
my
like
biggest
every
cry of the
movie,
year was Wild Robot for sure.
because
biggest
like
cry. Yeah,
every movie of this year, I swear to God, I gave like a 7 out of 10, except for two, and it was Furiosa and
Venom
Nosferatu. And
3.
I think if I
Yeah,
had to pick, despite the Mad Max fan in me, I would go Nosferatu.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it was
Good.
awesome.
Sonic 3 was good.
Sonic 3 was my third, probably.
Yeah,
Goddamn, like that was, I teared up at Sonic 3 over how just it was just everything I could have wanted. And Tyler was even saying like I won when it came to like something I love being
yeah.
good.
The Sonic adaptations. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there's a
mean,
Man of
like,
Steel punch in it.
yeah. I was. Yeah, yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Oh my God,
I
Godzilla X Kong came out this year.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
I
Yeah.
saw the movie for a second time. I saw it with my 56-year-old dad, and the scene where
Why do you
Shadow's
keep
yelling at
specifying how fucking old he is? You do
I was
because
this
about
he
to
every
shouldn't
time.
he shouldn't be a Sonic fan, but he
He
What do you mean?
shouldn't be
People just
alive.
like things.
He shouldn't be
people
alive
live
at
till
that
they're
age.
50.
Like,
people are
dude,
allowed to
when you're
like
in your
things,
60s, you'll
Hunter.
probably still like children. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not,
that's
it's a
true.
great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on.
Hold
Wait
on.
a
The
minute.
the scene where Shadow's yelling at Sonic to kill him, my dad like did the gamer pose, like locked in, like you lean
He's so
forward
forward.
when they're on the moon and Shadow's like, I'm right here, just kill me.
That's awesome,
I like that
man.
your dad also didn't watch one and two. He just watched
Yeah,
three.
he just watched the
Oh, and
third
Kind
I
of
one
was
because
base.
he
I
likes
was right,
Shadow.
by the way. They don't shoot Maria in the head; they blow her up.
Yeah, they do blow her up.
Spoilers, dude.
Sorry,
Oh,
bro. Sorry,
I'm
bro.
just glad that
I was gonna watch it on Peacock in 4 fucking years.
my bad, man. After watching
I want
Knuckles,
a t-shirt that says that.
I was gonna watch it on Peacock in 4 years. Dude, they're gonna make a Shadow movie, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
R-rated. Zack Snyder, dude,
Well,
I hope we get a
do
Shadow
that
TV
though.
show
Latinas?
where he's barely in it.
Shadow.
oh
Oh yes, and they're
no.
doing
Yeah.
a
Yeah, that's why I wanted to be a
bowling.
movie and not a show. It
Is
goes
that
without
What
the
guy
Netflix?
was
like,
in it
Is he
though?
barely in it?
yeah,
Wade. Wade was in it.
this is my job.
So
Remember when
bad.
Tyler played that
Yes.
on the podcast?
Yes.
Oh,
You don't remember
oh,
that,
that's
Harper?
right. That's
This
right.
is
I'm
Yes,
just
that's
like,
my
right. Oh my
I
God.
job.
said
Yeah.
the ending to Knuckles has the worst line delivery I've ever heard in my life, so Tyler brought it up and played it, and
Yeah, that's
it
right.
really is the
It
worst
was
line delivery I've ever
really,
It
heard.
is
really
pretty
not very
bad.
good.
Idris Elba.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else? Anybody else got any things they
Idris
liked?
Elba,
Oh yeah,
a famously not talented actor. Yeah,
Yes,
definitely. Like,
famously bad
how the
actor,
fuck,
Idris
how the
Elba.
fuck does someone with the caliber of Idris Elba like phone that in? Come on.
Yeah.
is he a bad actor?
No,
No, it was a
he's not.
joke, Hunter. I'm saying he's that good. He shouldn't be
I'm
bad in
like,
that
what
show.
else is he?
The Wire.
I like him in Zootopia.
We are
So does
canceling the
JD.
apocalypse.
JD, your favorite movie of the year? Because you did watch The Fall Guy.
I was about to say I've only watched two movies in theaters, and it was Fall Guy and Wolverine and Deadpool. So Fall Guy.
Fall Guy.
I thought
Oh,
the
you
Fall
like
Guy
Fall Guy?
was boring. Anyway, Harper, what'd you think? Oh, you said
Literally
Nosferatu or whatever. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll go
th-
Nosferatu.
There was also shows. I don't know how many shows you guys watched this year. I guess I liked House of the Dragon season 2. I'm thinking about I watched it.
No, God, no, that was bad.
The
That was an
Bears
actual
season
bad season of
3.
television.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? The Bears season 3 was all right. I haven't watched
I
Arcane.
didn't watch any shows outside of
Tales of the Empire. It was fine.
the comic.
Were there Star
stuff.
Wars?
Oh, I
there was
guess
the Acolyte, yeah.
it counts Dragon Ball Daima. I've been enjoying. That started in October.
People are
so
talking about that, yeah.
That's a show.
Yeah. Shogun, that was good. Anyway, what's next? Did we give Dune Part 2? Yeah, that was the one that won as well. Part 2.
Oh,
dude.
wow.
Oh, okay.
Made a lot of
Dude,
money. Favorite hero in 2024.
Yeah, so what is this? I was wondering.
So I
about
guess
that.
category.
people wrote in their favorite comic book heroes, like favorite comic book, I guess, superhero of the year. And so that's what I went by.
Like the character that you like the most this year.
Yes, that's what I
All
went.
All right, I'm
by.
gonna give it to Iron Man. Like
it could be Iron Man. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
if you
no,
think
just
that
got
Iron
to be
Man was
fair,
the
he was
character that
in
you connected with the
he was in
most.
3 books, and I love the ball. He was in
Yes.
Iron Man,
Duggins.
Iron Man, and then the one that's not Iron Man. So that's good.
And he was also in Blood Hunt, don't forget, and stuff like that.
He was.
Um,
That's true. That's true. That was a good book.
So this is an interesting one, obviously, because it doesn't really make sense to ask. But for me, I think my favorite superhero character of the year was Ultimate Tony Stark. I think Iron
Yeah, cool.
Lad.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
just think like for me, he hit all the notes of like this guy really wants to do good. He wants to save the world, but this world is fucked beyond belief. And him building the Ultimates, the Avengers, whatever, off of the belief that, off of the knowledge that this is the wrong universe, that we're living in the wrong timeline, I think is like
That's
so
cool.
good.
Mhm.
It's so excellent. He's like so well written.
I would say for me, it kind of depends because, are we just saying that was around for the most part of this year? Because, could JD say, is his name George from It's a Wonderful Life? Is that like I watch A
Yeah,
Wonderful
he's
Life
the
every
hero of
single
that
day
movie,
this year?
yeah.
So he was like,
I want to go home.
I think released
it's-
in things this year.
Yeah, like they're in things.
Stars
like,
in things this
specifically.
year.
okay,
There you go.
if it's things in this year, it would be different. So for me, it would probably
the
Ultimate
it's the
Spider-Man.
Rock's character from Red One, yeah.
I forget his name already. I
Twinkle
just watched
Von
that movie.
Fuck or something.
It would probably be Ultimate Spider-Man for me. I thought
Yeah,
that
there was a lot of votes for Ultimate Peter.
yeah,
Yeah,
just Ultimate Peter is just like a great version of Peter
I think
Parker.
Ultimate Peter probably is it's either him or Absolute Batman is like the mascot as far as comic books go for
Mhm.
the year, right?
Yeah. But even then, if it was for everything, I became like the biggest Dragon Ball
Luffy,
fan
yes.
this year, so I would say Goku if it was
Goku,
for
okay.
everything. But
Yeah.
since only Goku stuff was like Dragon Ball Daima, so I would say it's Ultimate Spider-Man.
The people voted for Superman. So from Superman, I guess his
Williamson?
book, World's Finest, all
Okay.
that stuff. Yeah, Absolute Power. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I
love
mean,
Superman,
my mentions
so-
with Superman
Yeah.
Lois, so
Yeah,
he
exactly.
was in a decent amount.
Yeah, for me again, I think Ultimate Tony I thought was excellent.
Yeah, Ultimate Peter.
But I
Parker.
think
Oh, I know. I'll give mine to Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead Deluxe. I can do this
There we
every
go.
year until
Yeah.
this show is done, bro.
Yeah.
JD, do you have one? Hal Jordan, maybe from the first 6 issues of Green Lantern you read.
Well, I just said it was George.
Oh yes,
Bailey.
George. George
It's a,
Bailey.
wonderful, it's a Wonderful Life too. They've been working on it since 1946.
Yeah,
Matt Reeves wants to stay dedicated to the universe. He doesn't want to.
but they want to spin it off. They want spin-offs and stuff. Yeah.
He won't do it. George Bailey is a
They're really
solo-
trying to nut out the story for the sequel.
Yeah, they wanna
does he
make a
try and kill
spin-off
himself again. We don't know.
that follows
But
the
it's okay, 'cause
$5,000.
We're getting a Mr. Potter spinoff in between, so it's okay.
and it's
Yeah,
called
you're right.
Henry Potter, the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Let's
Oh,
go.
that's the best movie I watched this year.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Wait, it's
I
actually
thought you were
George.
going to say it's not a wonderful life. That's part 2.
Ooh, what about It's a Wonderful
Wonderful
Life?
Night.
They put an S
It's
at
a
the end with
Wonderful
a dollar
Night.
sign through
Or
it.
the It's a Wonderful Life.
The It's a Wonderful Life.
Third place, so Superman was number 1, number 2 was 6160 Peter, and
Sorry,
third
what,
place was
JD, is
Nightwing.
it George?
George Bailey, yeah.
Just give it
Okay.
to George Bailey.
You never seen the
Excellent.
movie?
I have seen it.
No, then why are you questioning it?
It's a great movie.
You don't know the name of the character in every single movie you've ever seen? Dude, have you ever seen the fucking movie?
JD, what was the main character's name in The Fall Guy?
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
Got you there.
I believe in that movie they kept calling him literally me.
I think they
Okay,
called
yeah.
him. I think they do call him the Fall Guy a lot, actually. So,
Okay, that's good. He doesn't have it.
wait, let me
I'm gonna
check.
look
What's
it
his
up.
name? His name is Colt Seavers. Nobody was remembering that.
Seavers.
This one's interesting though. Best villain of the year,
The Maker.
the Maker. Yes, the
Sorry,
Maker.
Yeah.
I
I'm
took
going to
over.
give it to Thrawn in that one episode of Tales of the Empire where he has a small cameo.
Yeah, no, I thought you were gonna give
The
it
Maker.
to what are they at now? I guess Negan from The Walking Dead Deluxe. Huh?
Yeah, Negan from The Walking Dead Deluxe.
But the thing is, the Maker hasn't been in a lot. It's
the
just
Maker
the
has
threat
not
of him.
appeared in a comic book this year. Easily the
Yeah,
best
it's
comic
not-
book villain of the year.
It's just the
100%.
threat of him that he
Fucking
like.
so sick, dude.
I'm going to
Yeah.
give it
He's
to
almost
Greg
here.
Pak's Darth Vader then.
the Maker
Christopher
won.
Nolan, It's a Wonderful Life. Who's the antagonist?
Mr. Potter.
His life, I guess, right? Yeah.
Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter.
Can we
literally,
give Best Villain to
Feels
Count
money.
Warlock?
Haven't you could if you wanted
You
to,
could.
I guess.
That is,
This is
you
all
could.
bullshit, isn't it?
Mm.
Your best
It
hero
is all
could be
bullshit.
Nicholas Holt. Yeah. The Maker did win the vote. Second
Yeah, that
place
makes
was
sense.
Doctor
That's
Doom.
correct. I feel like if he didn't actually appear, he can't
No,
win.
but I think that's why he's such a good villain. Is
No,
like,
but like the influence of that is good, but like also, yeah.
all right. Well,
Wait,
technically
I
he's
don't know.
Doctor Doom. So
Cassandra Nova didn't win?
no, she did not. No, she did
wow.
not. Nor did Mr. Paradox from that movie. as
Mr.
well.
Paradox was good, dude. He's good.
Mr. Wilson.
I like him.
I appeared
Mm.
you soiled yourself while you were asleep. I wasn't asleep.
I wasn't asleep.
Doctor Doom was second place. Stepped up. Sorcerer Supreme. Loved the ending of Blood Hunt. Awesome.
Yeah, actually, that's
And
a
Robert
fair
Downey Jr. is going to play him in a movie. So we have that. Third place was Brainiac from House of Brainiac. He got a lot of votes, actually, which is pretty cool. I thought he was a very good villain in
Oh,
that.
Can I give mine to Sophisticated Doomsday?
I was going to say to time Trapper
Yeah.
Doomsday. Yeah.
I want to. Yeah, I like
A smart
Sophisticated Doomsday.
Yeah.
He's
That's
fun.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy to me.
I love that. It's the best twist I've ever read in my life. The next thing, I think this is the last one, right? Is the most anticipated thing of 2025. This was a very is a sweep, obviously, as far as the votes go. What do you guys think?
I was gonna say Lee Winnell's The Wolfman, but that's like it's not. It's
Is that
not at
like
all.
next
That's in
week?
like 2 weeks too.
Exactly.
It is, yeah. January the 16th.
I think
Superman.
it's Superman. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Superman.
Fantastic Four will be the better movie, but I think Superman is my most
I have an
anticipated.
actual answer for this.
Superman swept. Superman got the most votes by far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes
easily,
sense.
obviously.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It's the year of Superman. I think is what
My actual answer.
Welcome to Derry.
It's Welcome to Derry.
All right.
Very excited.
Yeah. That
Adapt
when
all the
is
shit
that?
from
Is
the
that
book
this year?
that isn't in the book. That's this year.
What-
Yeah.
Cool.
When is there a release date or?
There's no release date.
So
Oh,
like
no.
September, October.
They've just
Oh,
put out
no.
a little. They've put out a little trailer.
Wait.
It's not quite the Batman.
Isn't Matt Reeves attached?
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Just look. You see the hand on the shadow hand in the corner.
Yeah. Most anticipated. JD, what do you for the year? Things coming out this year. Fantastic Four, Superman, Thunderbolts, Captain America,
We
whatever.
all know I'm a big Thunderbolts fan.
That's
Always
true.
have been. Thunderbolts, yeah. No,
You all
Superman,
know.
Superman and Fantastic Four. 100%.
Yeah.
Mm.
100%.
Oh,
I plan to hate both of them just. to
Or
spite you.
I mean, fucking Daredevil as well comes out this year. Don't forget.
Oh,
Mm.
oh no! Maybe that's my most anticipated. Actually.
I mean, and there's comics. The Maker escapes from the city this year, so
yeah,
see
that's
what's going
exciting too.
GTA 6. Be excited for that.
Yeah.
Maybe
We're getting
it'll be
GTA
this year.
6
Maybe,
before the Batman
maybe.
Part 2. Which is crazy.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Superman, easily.
Yeah, I think it's still
Wolverine,
Superman for me.
there's a
It's
lot of
just
votes-
even if I don't think Superman will be the best thing of the year, it's just the one I'm most anticipating.
It's got the most riding on it, certainly. you know?
Yeah, like I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
Yeah. There was a lot of votes for Mickey 17, surprisingly. You know, the Robert
Oh,
Pattinson.
weird. Yeah,
Bong
Robert
Joon-ho
Pattinson.
movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I did
looks
see the
awesome.
trailer for that, and I was like, that
It does
looks
look good.
sick.
Yeah, it does look good.
Um,
His voice is
there were
crazy.
there were votes for I've gotten used to dying, but I still don't like it or whatever he says. Yeah, so he's doing a silly voice. There's a Chainsaw Man movie coming out this year. What? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, Fantastic Four, Superman, Last of Us season 2. I guess I'm looking at.
Oh,
the-
yeah,
Oh
totally.
yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah.
Invincible, the bear. Yeah. And then
Invincible Bear.
okay. The next one was what is your favorite podcast moment of the year? So there's a lot of these.
I like when I got paid $50 for being right about the Penguin.
Yeah.
I think this could be our best episode ever. And there were a bunch of votes for this as well.
Oh.
I guess this is split into two kind of. But the Doctor Doom reveal.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, actually, that is my
So
favorite.
the live stream of us reacting and then the episode following it, I think.
I wish you were there, JD, because I
For
felt
me-
like we just found out. It felt like we were in the felt like World War II just ended and we were there.
Yes, exactly. No, I felt like they had just announced that they were sending the nuke, and I was in fucking Hiroshima. Like I felt like
My
the world
favorite
was
part
ending.
about that was when
Yeah.
we see, like, we were reacting to, oh, there's a bunch of Doctor Dooms on the stage, and then
Yeah, we're just refreshing,
I go-
discussing.
I go,
film.
I go, Robert Downey Jr., what the fuck? And then Hunter's like, no way. And then he goes, Robert Downey Jr., he's playing Doctor Doom, as if we hadn't already pieced that together.
I didn't piece it together.
No
Did
one
you not
believed
piece
you.
it together?
My thing wasn't loading. Remember? I
Oh,
was having,
that's
like, a heart
right.
attack.
That's right. That's Hunter was reading
That was
for
me
you,
hearing it
basically.
for the first
Yeah,
time.
okay.
When I heard
Wow.
Harper say it, I didn't believe him.
Yeah, no, I didn't believe
That's
it.
right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about
No,
that.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, it was.
I
The
forgot
only
that Tyler's
equivalent of
scream was
is that I
fucked. That's
ruined
funny.
Armor Wars for Harper. Like
Yes,
years before
classic.
that.
Yeah, like
Dude,
5
Armor Wars ended
years
up being
ago.
like great, right?
No, it's not coming out, man. Oh my god. 2027, October 1st, 2027.
I don't know what I was thinking when I was excited for Armor Wars. Like,
What comes
it's
out
like-
first, the Batman 2 or Armor Wars?
Armor Wars,
Yeah.
100%.
or
100%
Blade
Armor
or
Wars.
Spider
And
Verse.
Blade.
Oh
Man.
we got a lot of answers to this. We got when Hunter, oh my god, when Hunter said that Soups had lobster hands.
That's a favorite moment.
Hunter Murray, known bully. Yeah.
There's a lot for the Sonic lore from earlier in the years. But like, a
Yeah,
lot of shout
that
outs
was
to Tommy
fun.
Turtle.
I think the
Um,
Tommy Turtle was my favorite.
Yeah,
'Cause
Bruce
that-
Stevens.
JD just happened to ask, is there a turtle? And I'm like, oh
Yeah,
man.
Tommy Turtle
There's a
kills
turtle.
himself.
Oh,
Bruce
There's a
Stevens
turtle,
says,
all right.
I distinctly remember laughing out loud at the Batman who freaks, which is, I think we said that at one point. Oh, a lot of votes for Fat Sector, clearly.
yeah, fat
Yeah,
segment.
That was good. That was good.
When you guys started to talk more about your other interests, books and manga, when I
Yeah.
wasn't on the show, me, Tyler.
Someone said when Tyler wasn't on the show.
Floor. Yeah. When we were talking to your dad, JD, about the boys.
Yeah.
We
Finding
just
out
kept
about
saying, you know what you would like.
Scourge.
Scourge the
That's-
Hedgehog.
Oof.
Yeah. We won't
Tom.
talk about what he did.
Yes, Harper face paints Infinity War watch party.
Ah,
Jonkler.
yeah.
When Tyler and Hunter outed Harper as a member of the Communist Party, did we do that?
I mean, we're not supposed to know.
You know, here's the thing. Like, I don't know that I could, like, I don't know that I'm smart enough to, like, even make a joke there. I don't know that I know or understand
Here's the thing. I
communism
just
well
think that a
enough.
free market is detrimental to
Played the Soviet Union national.
Yeah, okay, so not good. Bad,
I guess-
right?
But
Yeah.
you're the one that we outed as being a communist.
I mean, if someone's going to do it.
Yeah, a lot of Scourge, a lot of Sonic lore.
A lot of Scourge, interesting.
There's actually like a couple.
Wow.
I think
weird
because
that
it was
it's-
so crazy though. Like even I was just like, is this real? Like
Yeah,
Yeah, you look it up and
Child
yeah,
punk.
it's real.
But the Doctor Doom reaction is the
Number
is the
one,
winner
yeah.
here. Yeah, I think
I-
that was like
I think that's mine.
I'm so
too.
happy that's on camera.
That's thumbnail of the year.
You think that's your favorite thumbnail?
That's my favorite. Like, that's.
Your
Green
face,
Goblin.
like Harper, your face looks so real.
It doesn't really look good, yeah. Wow, yeah. Best
I
I
think
guess,
I think for me actually it is the Sonic lore because that was just fun seeing your guys' reaction to this
yeah, I mean I
crazy
learned
thing.
a lot, man. How dare you, by the way, Harper. But I learned a lot from that Sonic. I mean, I
But
watched
I
the movies.
also
I bought
had people-
the Tails plushie.
Yeah, I had people
Is this a
message
top
me.
moment? Actually, is this a top moment when we just lied? When we lied and said the podcast was
Finale.
done and people thought it was
Yeah, that's good.
We call it episode finale the next week. We call the episode finale part two.
finale two,
Yeah.
the finale.
But
Um,
I did enjoy talking about Sonic Lore, and I had people message me when Sonic 3 came out, being like, I was able to enjoy it more because I knew about Shadow's whole history with a girl
yeah.
getting
I mean,
shot.
that was me too, man. I feel like I really did enjoy it a lot more. I like
Because you
Sonic now. I
knew,
could say I like Sonic now.
yeah, it's a good
It's cool.
world. It
He's
has
a cool
some
little guy.
weird stuff, but and
Yeah.
even like Sean messaged me saying that he's gonna try reading the original Sonic comics, and the first page of the first issue is Eggman hanging Sonic.
Yeah, I did see Jesus, man. Um, I guess we could do real quick best video game of the year. I can't even think of one.
You can't
I
even think of one.
guess
I had a
Indiana
decent amount.
Jones
I
I really
played.
like.
There's like
So that
Marvel
one.
Rivals, Black Myth. My favorite is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I think it's
Spring
very
Zero was
good.
fun. Yeah, we fought. We haven't fought in a
We
while,
we
but we
did
did.
play it a few times together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I enjoy the Indiana Jones game the most. I love it. It's awesome.
What
yeah. I hear
what
good
games
things.
can 20?
When Sparking
Suicide
Zero
Squad Kill the
first,
Justice League. We got that.
yeah, when Sparking Zero
All right,
first came out, Tyler and I played it like that day or something, and I didn't do the tutorial yet, so he destroyed me, and
Yeah,
then did
I'm
the
gonna give
tutorial
it
and
to
came back
yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Days Gone.
Days Gone.
from
Yes.
like 2019 or something.
19, yeah.
Yeah. I think I don't
JD,
even know.
I see you on PlayStation. You playing a baseball game and nothing else.
Much. Yeah.
Fortnite,
I
I
played
would say.
according to my thing, my Wrapped, whatever. I played 6 games this year. I don't know what the six were. I played what's the one where the guy like chased you around and you gotta like fix the machines? Dead by
Dead by
Daylight?
Daylight? Okay.
Yeah, I played Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
Let me
Um
figure that out. I had
Dead
no
by
idea.
I
What
Daylight,
was
that
like
was.
Temple Run, like
I was gonna say tag.
Dead by
tag.
Daylight, MLB The Show, one of the Call of Duties, and I don't know what the other three were.
Oh, Call of Duty was good this year. Yeah. Black
JD's
Ops
favorite
6.
game of the year was when he played tag.
Yeah,
Where the guy chases you.
frisbee.
What's that game where you have a ball and you throw it at a guy and he catches it and he throws it back and you keep doing that?
That's
uh,
good stuff.
yeah.
The game where you hide and the other guy tries to find you.
You know what I meant?
Yeah. The Dead by Day.
Fucking-
It's just a lot
I
of
was
video
so bad.
games where it's a guy chasing you. Um, I guess that's it. I'm just gonna throw this one in there. But what do you think was your favorite? Maybe it didn't have to come out this year, but favorite. Hunter's dying right now.
JD's favorite game of the year is
Yeah.
tag.
Jeez.
That's just so
Um,
funny.
JD, what was your favorite game of the year? Sprint. Like 100-meter dash.
Free tag,
Um,
free tag.
I did finger painting that one time.
Oh, okay. I actually have two questions. So first, your favorite, like just pop culture thing in general this year. Is it any
Oh.
different from something we answered here? Me, easy answer. WrestleMania when fucking Cody finished the story. I mean, like I feel like that's gonna be a
Mm.
moment I remember for the rest of my life. Oh my
Mm.
god.
Oh yeah,
I
you
still
were
think about it.
emotional
I
that
still
week.
think about it, man. Yeah.
Well, it was this year. I wouldn't expect you to
I
forget.
do
Yeah.
have that. I genuinely have that. I have not been able to talk to you guys about it, but genuinely the best game of cricket I've maybe ever fucking seen in my life happened like 4 days ago. I
Oh,
was like
really?
standing up on a couch, like fucking like yeah, I've never felt so alive. It
Hell
was the
yeah.
best thing and like ever. Oh my God.
Did John Cena come out?
Like it was basically that level. Really, genuinely.
No,
Like
it wasn't
what
though. No, it
what that
wasn't,
Cody
though.
Rhodes WrestleMania was for you, this test match
No, it
was for me. It
wasn't
was
though. No,
insane.
was it though?
But it was.
You haven't been the
For
whole
me and
journey,
my
bro. You don't remember when he
culture.
started the story. You don't remember when he lost last year and we all cried 2 years ago, I guess now. We all cried.
Yeah, but India have held this trophy for almost 10 years,
Remember
man.
when The Rock announced that game and he was like, it's time for India versus Pakistan.
Pakistan, yeah,
For
in the
Black
World
Adam.
Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What about you?
I
Hunter?
think I was gonna say the third act of Sonic 3, but I actually think it was I watched all of Dragon Ball this year and my dog passed away right when the Tournament of Power started, which is like the big arc in Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
So to like during that week after she passed away, my partner and I just watched the entire like 40 plus episode arc of a tournament, and that was just so exciting for us.
Yeah.
But it was just like every like we couldn't really do anything. We were just mourning, but every single moment in that arc was just like we were popping off the couch and everything, and it was just that's something that I will always remember, just the whole Tournament of Power arc, even though this arc happened in 2021, I think. So
Mhm.
Mm.
I'd
Good
say
stuff.
that.
JD, do you have anything like that? I was gonna
One
say
time he
something
did
I
this
can't
really
say.
good duck when someone went to tag him and missed.
Yeah. What?
I was gonna say
I
something
caught
I
that
can't say on
frisbee
the
with one
podcast.
hand
I'm like, I'm
instead
trying
of
to even
two.
think of anything like in pop culture. Nothing. I watched many Instagram reels this year. I probably like.
Hell yeah, man. The
What
What about the
Rizzler,
baseball?
the rise of the Rizzler probably is your favorite. Right?
No, I hate all of them actually.
All the Rizzler included.
Yeah, he's getting annoying too. They all like. The thing about being meme of the month is like have your month and then go the fuck away.
No,
You know?
but the
It's
Rizzler's
like,
staying, bro. You can
you're
hear
not
Merry
massive,
Rizmas.
you know, like
Merry Rizmas, Merry Rizmas. My other thing was going to be, and I guess you kind of answered this, Hunter, but like your favorite thing didn't have to come out this year that you read or watched or whatever this year. I have two. Mine would be reading The Walking Dead for the first time, watching Game of Thrones for the first time. I think
Ooh, and then
Oh yeah,
not.
you're yeah.
I
forgot you
think
did
for
that this year.
me, see, okay, I would say that the emotional investment for me peaked probably in Game of Thrones over The Walking Dead. But The Walking Dead definitely was the better
Even the
experience.
ending, you're telling me when he's got his daughter on his lap, you weren't like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Think about the ending
I
of
don't
Game
know.
of Thrones, the ending of The Walking Dead comic.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay. You know what? Maybe you're right.
Tyler was in
I-
denial during that last season.
I do think that
Yeah.
The Walking Dead is. It's still. I mean, I said it less than a year ago, but it still is like I think the best comic ever. So
Yes,
maybe
it
yes,
is.
you're right. I could not believe how good that show was for a long time. You know.
Yeah.
I know
And
that's
then
what
shit.
everyone says, but it was
And it's
amazing.
garbage and it's
Yeah.
bad and it's the worst thing ever. You
I
were
mean,
in
I-
such denial. Oh my god.
No, I just didn't want. I just was like,
He-
couldn't wrap
he
my
wasn't
head
in
around it.
denial.
You were
He
saying
just
to us in the chat, you're like,
didn't-
there is no way it's as bad
No,
as
I
everyone says
know,
it is.
but
I
no-
can't possibly see that happening.
I could see. No, I was like, I know I'll probably hate it as much, but I just can't see how they're gonna do that.
And then
'Cause
they
I-
did, didn't they?
And then they did it. Yes,
Yeah,
and then
and
they
then
did
they
it, and I think about it every day. Every single day, I'm just like, 30 minutes. You want to wrap up eight seasons of plot in 30 minutes?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It hurt. It hurt.
Yeah.
Another thing for me is I got into One Piece this year, and I'm
Yes, you did.
760 chapters in, and wow, I get it.
I watched House. I loved House. It was great. I finished all of it.
There-
There you
Let's
go.
go.
yeah.
I've watched.
Oh,
House.
I watched the Harry
Dude,
Potter
that's
movies.
awesome.
You know how much House I watched this year? Like fucking 9 or 10 seasons. And you know what? It was great.
Hell
Ending-
yeah.
Can you
ending's
do
okay.
your best house impression?
Foreman, you're black. Actual line.
What?
Hell
That's
yes.
what you went to?
That's a real wow. Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
I think you just
Was that
sold
like
it.
him diagnosing someone and they
No,
didn't know?
Foreman is a character who's black, and he tells him he's.
I guess I didn't know.
Thanks, man.
It's a good show. It's like if Sherlock Holmes was a doctor, trust.
Okay.
Had a crippling drug addiction, but it's great. It's great.
So does he like look at people's surgeries and like start to like analyze like Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
That's what you needed, Hunter. You needed a house back in the day.
Oh my
Yeah, I did.
wow.
I did.
And then because it worked out, would House have gotten too drunk to fix you?
He's
That
not
would
an
make things
alcoholic,
more
he's a drug
interesting.
addict, and he's actually
Yeah.
better
Oh, my
on
bad, my bad.
drugs.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Know your house lore, Tyler.
I'm sorry, I'm not
Yeah,
up on my
come on,
house.
bro.
You're
Are
not
they gonna make a
head.
house like a requel? Do you think?
I hope not.
House to house?
When did House
Oh,
end?
like
Young
Dexter,
House?
Yes.
Dexter original
Young
sin or whatever.
House.
Young Sheldon?
What's his name? What's his first name?
Gregory.
Sheldon.
Greg
Oh,
House.
Greg.
That's awesome.
But it's funny because
Oh,
like his girlfriend calls him House, and his best friend calls him House. Like nobody calls him Gregory.
Wait, why did they call him House? Why do they call him House?
Because this TV show is called House.
His
Yeah,
last
but like,
name.
oh, last name. Okay, there we go. I thought it was about a house.
It's like, why do they call the fast hedgehog Sonic? Like, it's
Yeah.
just his name.
It's
His
his
name.
name.
Why don't they
That's his
call him
last name
Sonic
because his first name is
Maurice?
Maurice. Yeah.
Mhm. Why do they call Goku Dragon Ball? Because that's his name.
That's true.
No.
Dragon Ball.
Honestly, I've never seen Dragon Ball. I'm kind of believing you at this point.
Yeah,
Harper,
his
what's
name's Dragon Ball.
Harper,
His
what
name
was
is
yours?
Mr. Dragon Ball.
I feel like I know what it is, but what's yours?
Thing.
Yeah, like thing you read or whatever.
The
maybe
song
didn't have to
theme
come
was
out
his
this year.
favorite. He's listened to it
Oh.
7 times.
And this is like, this is just anything from any point
Mhm.
in history.
Well, that you experienced
Yeah,
this
that you-
in
In
2024.
2024. Yeah, I thought you would
It.
say it. Yeah, that's what I thought
Oh,
you
yeah,
would say.
it.
It.
That is the best thing ever written, except for that part where it's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about the?
You mean
what
it's,
about
it's the
intro?
worst thing ever written, except for that
Hold
part
on.
where it's based. Yeah.
Eat battery acid, you slime.
Okay, except
So
for
you think-
that part that is not. So, are you referring to the part in the sewer or the part where those guys get beat up?
I
Like the
love
gay
that
couple.
Oh no, not those guys. I thought you meant the axe dude, where the guy
No, the couple.
shitted from top to toe. Yeah, I mean that's a harrowing scene, but it's a horror book. That's how it works.
That's a
She's
good
actually a
point. Yeah, I
bad
don't know
guy.
when
So
I'm
the big
trying.
monster's actually like not a good guy. He's actually a
So
bad
you
guy. He does
saying
bad
you
things.
like when the character dies?
Yeah, in
You're
that horror
saying
book,
you're saying when a character kills another character, you're not
there is a
throwing the
part
book
in that
away.
book where
Oh,
he
you like
turns
Star Wars? You like the part where the Death Star blows up the planet? Is that what you're
he
saying? You
No,
like
turns
when
into
Harper
a
when Harper reads books out in public and like the bad guy does a bad thing, he shakes his head. He makes sure everybody knows.
yeah. I can't believe that he did this.
Yeah, he
I'm
bit
like
that guy.
Stephen King must be a bad guy in real life because he writes bad people as being bad. Something's
Yeah,
wrong here.
exactly.
You guys
There is
have
a part where he turns into the creature from the Black Lagoon and then he pulls a kid's head off, and I was like, that was cool. So
You're
there
not
you
a
go.
good one. Nope.
specifically the creature from the Black Lagoon.
No, they literally say he's the creature from the Black Lagoon. In the book, he turns into like universal monsters.
Nice.
Turns into Dracula.
do you guys have any like 2025 goals of like, in terms of comics or books, like a certain amount of books you want to read or a character you want to get into or
Oh,
like a
interesting.
series you
Good
always wanted to
question.
read?
I'm gonna catch up on One Piece. I'm like past halfway, so that's my goal.
Oh
My
my god, I
next
feel like I was
book
thinking about
is
this
Blood,
too.
Sweat, and Chrome: The Making of Mad Max Fury Road.
I don't know.
Good. Yep.
I'm gonna finish Doctor Sleep.
Oh, did you start Doctor? Oh no, that's
Well,
right.
I
You
read like a
started
third
at
of the book
the
and then I went on to something else.
genuinely, if you take into account the weird sewer thing in it, and you have to look at that as part of that book, Doctor Sleep might be his best book that I've read
I
so
mean,
far.
my goal is to read
Genuinely.
12 books this year. I read 10 in 2024, but
Yeah,
from
I think a
January to
book a
April I
month
read
is
zero. So like it was all in the back half.
Damn,
book
you
a
like
month is
matured.
like that's the go. Like it took up like 3 months because it was so
Yeah,
fucking.
it is so like I want to read it, but it's so fucking
I
long.
think
It's so long.
my
It's
issue is
incredible. It's incredible. It's just like the most like, wow, this is incredible. Ah, this isn't that good. Oh wow, this is incredible. That's not that good. Like it
That's why I talk
bounces
about
between.
11/22/63 by Stephen King. Like it's like the
Yeah,
longest
yeah, yeah.
ever, but it's like story
Yeah.
Fox. Like
I got
it's
that. I got that for
best, best.
Christmas.
Okay.
I got that for
Please read.
Christmas.
You like
I
matured, JD. You like quit comics and now you're reading novels, but you're still playing tag. So like,
I upgraded the freeze tag for 2025. We're good.
oh,
Oh yes. Next, bro, 2026, when you hit
Me,
laser tag. Oh my
me and my
god.
4 friends are gonna play tag for the rest of time, and one of us is gonna get cancer or however that movie goes. I forget.
Isn't it? There's a movie. I was gonna say, isn't that a movie?
the tag.
Name
Yeah.
the characters from Tag. You've clearly
I
seen it.
want, I do
I
want to
have
read more
seen
books.
it.
I want to. I have an issue. I guess I can't. I'm always gonna pick a comic book over a novel. I just can't commit in the same way because I don't want to like have to read two things at the same time. So I want to read more like.
Bro, you read multiple series at
I
I was
was
once.
gonna
Shut
say,
the
I swear to
fuck up.
God,
Shut
you
the
were the
fuck
one the
up.
other day that went, if you only like stick to one genre of thing, then you don't
No,
really
no.
get
I
to
just meant I can't. If I'm gonna
experience.
read like a novel and a comic book at the same time, I feel like I just can't balance that because I'm always gonna pick the comic. You know, it's more like
I
But
think that
even then,
I
like
think
you
that
were reading.
is that's the TikTok brain, I think.
Yeah,
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 it might be
yeah.
the TikTok brain. I want to read more like history books though. Like that's what I'm going to commit to. I like
You're like a
I can read
textbook.
those more. I can't do I don't know what's wrong with me in
Or read like the
fiction.
history of America.
Well, I do, but I can't do fiction as well anymore. I don't know. Maybe it is a TikTok brain in me, but like yeah,
You
that's what I
can't
want to
read
do.
fiction?
I can't do fiction novels as much anymore. I feel like I can, but I can't commit to it all the way.
I mean, you
I feel
can't.
like
I mean, you tried One Piece and you couldn't commit to that, so you're kind of
well, I
screwed,
was
man.
juggling too much. Yeah, I got to read
Go
this
back and read all
big
the original
fucking.
Sonic comics.
I got to read all this now. So all these crossovers.
I thought your desk
So
just
yeah,
broke.
yeah, I just broke my desk. But yeah, so I have to get through this first. It's awesome.
Can I send you guys a
They're
text? But
fucking
like,
garbage, by the way. These crossovers are terrible, but they're awesome.
Hunter's goal in 2025 is to get his bank account on the right side
It's
of.
to get his money up, not his funny up.
Above 500, that's the goal.
You got this.
We'll get there one day, man. We'll get there one day.
Above 5. Yeah. Awesome.
oh God,
Anyway,
let's never
I guess
do
that's a
this
hero
again.
story, right?
Is that the podcast?
Yeah.
Anybody have anything else to say about 2024? What a fucking dog shit year, to be honest. Just in general, just all around in terms of everything, pretty bad, I would say. But we're here now, 2025. This is the year, I
2025
guess.
can't
Right?
be worse.
Yes.
This is
I
our
guess-
this is our year. Stay tuned because a big goal for all of us, which we will commit to,
yes,
is
we will.
D&D this month.
Yes. Yes.
I'm off for a whole month, so if it doesn't happen in January of this year, it's not happening.
Perfect. We're doing it in January. We'll do it soon.
We'll do it in January of next year. Okay.
When are we doing it then?
Let's
figure
stop
it out.
recording and
Right
discuss.
now.
And what's the thumbnail gonna be?
Oh, here we
That's
go.
the big
Anyway,
question.
that's a hero story, episode 200 and whatever we're at.
Get ready for episode
Fuck.
300.
Yeah, get
like,
ready for
very soon.
300. Yeah, oh my God.
I do feel the steam is running out of this train.
Do you think so? We just got to
I
make
think
it to
I'll-
Superman and Fantastic Four. You just have to make it until Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom, all right? So next May.
Just gotta make it to the Batman part 2. So
Yes, exactly. You just got to make it to The Brave and the Bold whenever that happens. You just got to
you
make
just
it
gotta
to,
make the Blue Beetle too.
you got to make the Armor Wars, all right? At least you got to make it to Armor Wars.
You gotta make it to World War 3.
Yeah, well, that might be soon. Anyway, that's a hero story, episode 297. We'll see you next time. Blah.